Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown score with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother, Just Due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes. Got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it. This channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Do boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
Bring the truth or tell on your ass what you doing or what you're not doing every single time. You can lie, you can bullshit and all that, but when that bell ring, if you ain't put that work in, it's gonna show, bro. It's gonna show. Not to mention y'all in a sport that can cost you your life. Literally, you can die in this shit. So if that's the case, man, if you gonna do this, don't bullshit with it. If you don't really want it, say to yourself, keep it real with yourself. I really don't want this shit. I can't put the work in that it requires. Walk away. Ain't nobody mad at you. Go out there, you're young enough, you go get educated, get a skill, do something, man. But don't play with this, man. You can get killed in this shit, man.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the fam. We back on this good, beautiful Wednesday. We back to build and get boxing is Just Do how only we know how to do, man. How y'all feeling, man? We missed yesterday, so you know we gonna make up for it today. Yeah, no, we got a lot to talk about, man. Some news that just broke right before we got up, right before we went live, man. We gonna talk about all of it. It's a lot going on. It always is, man. You know, beautiful weekend of boxing this past weekend, you know. We got to see the return of we got to see the debut of the amazing Keyshawn, right? At 140. He went on to do his thing. You know, obviously Shakur beat down Teo. But we're gonna talk about it because you know, the WBC is at it again, man. And why I say they at it again, because they just stripped my boy. Stripped him. They said, hey, give it here. They said, give it here. Get that belt. You ain't pay like you wait, Core. They said, you're not gonna be holding titles simultaneously, huh? We need that little You know what I mean? We need that little Frank Martin was talking about, huh? You know, I just seen this right before we got up here. Everybody sending it to me. You know, and we gonna talk about it, man. You know. And we look. Man. Man, we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. Let me say what's up to the family before we get into it. Jordan, my dog, in the building. First one in the building. Says funny because WBC clearly be waiting till after the fight to ask for the bread. Nah, it's real talk. And it ain't even defend that title. We game all night. What it do, man? How would it do, man? All things, my guy. Yeah, they script them. Motown, what it do? John Wick, what it do? Yeah, they strict big homie core. Sunchild in the building. BJ in the building. My dog Z is in the building. What it do? Teach. What's good with it, man? Yeah, man. Look, we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna get into the cigar talk interview. We're gonna talk about everything. It's a lot to get to, and we're gonna cover it. We're gonna break it down bar by bar. Y'all know how we do. So look, this is the news that just broke. This is what I seen too. You know, right before I hit the live button. I'm saying at the WBC, they said, "Hey, give me that belt, man. Damn, it's a couple days. Damn, we on Wednesday. He just took T.O. shit. Y'all already snatching belts, huh? Disrespectful. You know what I mean? T Hill, my dog, no more tired sick. Yeah, right. Wanted that unification, man. You know. Oh. You know, we gonna get to it. He said you're not reacting to the Fundora presser. I don't know, man. I don't know. I might get around to it. I don't know. But I feel like it's some other stuff we gonna talk about other than the presser. I don't expect to see too much from that. You get me? That fight should have been happened, but we'll get to it, right? If they have something interesting, we'll cover it for sure. But we got to get to this. You know what I mean? What Bud he said about this shit right now. Yeah, I'm telling you on the phone right now, but I'm telling you. Hey, look, I see the comments, Jordan. They like, he want to be Bud so bad. Man, shut up. They stripped him. What he supposed to do? Like, y'all telling me he was supposed to pay them for a title that he won in another division and a different sanctioning body? He didn't defend the WBC title. Why should he have to pay sanctioning fees for it? You get what I'm saying? I think that's a little lame, especially the 100K based on his tweet. And I'm going to pull that up in just a second too. But hey, we ain't here to cry. He got it once before. He can get it again. I just think the timing of it is nasty. Like it's fast as hell. It's like y'all really expected him to pay y'all a whole check for a belt that he didn't even have on the line. Had he lost, he wasn't going to lose his WBC title, right? This don't go down in the books as a title defense, right? So to me, why should he have to pay? That's what any fighter. I ain't just saying it because it's core. If I got it correct, you in a whole nother division and you're fighting in it for a different sanctioning body, why would you have to pay them 100K for fight? You get what I'm saying? For fighting for the WBO strap. Just don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? He got it in the books. You can't take it from him. You can take it from him, but he put it in the books already. So it ain't nothing y'all could do about that. Get what I'm saying? So the comment on Twitter, is he stripped? Yeah. Or is he going to be? Yeah, nah, they saying they stripped him. They saying they script him. You did. I mean, it's in the books. You get me? You get me, Blaze? What's good with it, bro? So how could they strip him though? Yeah, I'm assuming he didn't pay him. And look, based off his tweet, y'all give me 2 seconds. Yeah, Hannibal, what's good with it? So I'm Paul, what's good, fam? Y'all hit the like button, sub to the channel, support the bill. We're gonna get into all of this. I don't got all the answers. It's early, it's fresh, but I'm assuming, you know what I'm saying? He did tweet this. He said 100K to some crooks who don't deserve it. He said, nah, Leilani, who is his daughter, so I'd rather give it to you, baby girl. He said the WBC didn't even have shit to do with this fight and is eating them alive. Take it, belt. Don't make me. So it's seeming like, it seems to me, and I could be wrong. Again, I'm just trying to figure it out in live time. It seems to me that they wanted $100K for a belt that he didn't defend. Yeah, I'm not seeing how that made sense, right? I understand when you fight for the title, you pay sanctioning fees, but he didn't defend his title. His WBC strap wasn't on the line. That's at 35. So unless I'm missing something, hey, let him take it, man. Do your thing. This does make things interesting though, because without the title, right? Do you even venture back down to 135? Do you even have the incentive to venture back down to 135? You get what I'm trying to say? So I don't know, but that's all I can say about it, right? It's not the end of the world. It is fast though, because again, he just fought Saturday. You got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you got Wednesday. It's 4 days. You know what I'm saying? 4 days later, you stripped him. So they clearly wanted some money. And that's probably why he's saying 100K to some crooks. Like, I didn't have nothing to do with this fight. And you didn't. And I don't know. Maybe I got it wrong. I wish somebody could explain to me, but I just don't know how they seen it fit to out the blue. Hey man, it's 100K. Like, this is what I mean about these belts and these sanctioning fees, bro. Like, they get ridiculous with this stuff, bro. Like, it's getting to the point where it's starting to seem like it's not even worth it. And then you wonder why fighters are talking about the hell with the belts. You get what I'm saying? So that shit just crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? They want 100K for a fight that had nothing to do with them. That's what, right? Do I got it wrong, Sunshine? Am I tripping? Like, are you still supposed to pay fees even if, right? Just because you fought for one time? I don't see how that makes sense, right? Think about it. It's like Lamont Roach had a title at 130, right? But he fought for Tank's title, right? Then he fought Pitbull, right? So it's like they didn't charge him. You get what I'm trying to say? So like, where this come from? This just don't make sense to me. It seemed like they up to their old tricks again, bro. They said, look, they said Bud ain't get it. We're gonna get it from his little bro. They said Bud ain't get it. We're gonna get it from little bro, man. We're gonna see if little bro we're gonna see if little bro pay them fees. You hit me. Cornelius, what's good, player? My dog, man. How you feeling, man? Appreciate you, TL. Yeah, man. Y'all like up, sub up, super chat up, cash app up, all that. Motown it is. Wow. Says Hooper will fix it. Shit. JP, man, what's good with it, my guy. So I just saw the article on the WBC website. Yeah. Shout out to Emmanuel, my guy. How you feeling, bro? Yeah, man. It's crazy, son, child. They said, we need 100K, bro. They don't even be playing with it either. Hey, y'all, they don't even play, man. They go for the gusto. Know what I'm saying? They go for the gusto. They like, you gonna give us that money. You gonna give us that money, or you gonna relinquish that title. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Corey said, man, take y'all title. Already won it. And that's the problem, though. All jokes aside, like, dudes, I could see if he defended the belt, maybe I'm missing something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't know about the rules. Maybe I don't know about how it go. But to me, it seems like they said, hell, hey, you fought for a title. It's good enough. Hey, man, it wasn't our title, but we said, yeah, we're going to need about 100K of that purse. And look, this is the crazy part. This is the part to me that seems crazy. It's a few days after he just won. And then with him saying 100K, it kind of adds some more, to the story. It kind of paints an image now. He reported to make anywhere between $8 to $10 million, right? Both of these guys, you know what I'm saying? Especially possibly more depending on how the pay-per-view do, right? So I'm guessing they like, man, y'all made money. We want some of that. We need a cut. WBC said, man, if it's a fight for a belt, we get in, we get our cut. And that's why it seemed like these guys are having a problem, bro. That's what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy, man. He just stay at 140 anyway, move to 147. I'm sure he feels better at 140. Then be draining. That's the thing, though. Black Escalade, he wasn't draining himself to make 135. You see how he made 140. You see how he made that limit. You know what I'm saying? What was it? 138 and change or something like that. That's the thing. He ain't draining because he said it. I mean, Cass Sports, the box story, my guy. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. They said, look, Bud didn't get it. We got to get it from Lil Bro. Lil Broski, what you got for us, man? Hey, big on me, Core. It was the Core. It was that chain. See, it was that Cigar Talk interview, Core. See, they seen that chain. They seen you shining. They seen your shit glimmering. They like, oh, he getting money. They say he done fought in Saudi. You know what I mean? He got that Saudi bread. You know what I'm saying? Now he done turned around. Look, he's still fighting. Turk out there paying that bread. We're gonna need that cut. We're gonna need that little Dub C said we need ours, B. We need ours, man. Fight was for the WBO ring. Yeah. I don't get it, Ken. I don't understand it either. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying, Jamal. The belts don't mean nothing without a real one holding it, man. I wouldn't pay him either, bro. Unless I got something extremely wrong, I wouldn't pay him. And McQueen, my dog, the professor's in the building. What's good,
Money making strikes again.
bro? Money
Suleiman is
making,
spelled $ULAMAN.
money
Ain't no
making
S's.
Mauricio. You know what I'm
Money
saying?
maker Mauricio.
Yeah, I'm
We
telling you.
crooks. We
Right.
bout cash.
They seen that
Whatever
chain.
you
They
want the
said we ain't.
WBC to stand for.
Right. They said we seen the rap a lot joint. We ain't seen that one before, man. We ain't seen that
He was
before.
looking
That's
at the
that old
attendance
money.
numbers. He was looking at the attendance numbers. KB's like, they
Right.
had how
Right.
many in the garden?
Right.
How?
They said over
21,000?
21K sold out.
We need that.
Huh? Hold on. Attendance record, highest attendance record at MSG. What's going on? Hey, Core. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't know how that worked, being that buck. You know, do that roll over to you or like how that go? Core said, nah, sir. You ain't give.
Mauricio
I ain't
said, you
got
got to
it.
look out for those who looked out for you. Remember when you was fighting Edwin De Los Santos,
Right.
T-Mobile Center,
Right.
Thursday? It wasn't packed to capacity.
Right.
We need that.
Right. They like, yeah, we need ours, man. Yeah, but 21K ain't nothing to sneeze at. That's big, man. I heard somebody else reporting some other numbers, but I'm gonna wait a little while to see what's up with that because I ain't gonna even put that out there. But man, that fight better not did better than what people was even anticipating or giving it credit. Because look, sold out is sold out. That's dope, man. Like, and that's what I say, man. You need a great dance partner. So I'm not the type of fan. I'm not fanned out to the point where I'm like, yo, that's all core. But you better believe, man. He got a track record already, you know, being able to draw a crowd, you know, where it's been, you know, clearly documented. Tio, not so much. But at the same time, like I said, when you give somebody a dance partner, then things get interesting. So I think it was a great dance partner for each guy, and there was some intrigue there. I think it goes to show you, man, when certain fights are made, I think fights that people can get behind, they're gonna support it, whether that's actually buying the pay-per-view or physically being there. And I think it's also it also tells you a bigger story about Shakur. And I think that narrative about him not selling, just one alone, first pay-per-view alone, you gotta back up off that now. You know, I know they're gonna wait for the numbers to wait to hear what those pay-per-view the buys was, but hell with that, man. Bring a 21K out and your first joint, first pay-per-view is real. That's dope, man. You know what I mean? You can't ask for nothing better than that. You get what I'm saying? That's success. No matter what the pay-per-view buys look like, that's success, period. You're right. They did the damn thing. $69.99. I paid mine happily. And I'm glad to see that people showed up like that. I was supposed to be one of them 21K in attendance, but it's all good. I know this is going to be the first of many, man. I think he on his way. I think his era could officially start, you know what I mean, with fights like this. So it's all up to him and what move he going to make next. So with them stripping him, I'm with Core in this one. I was with Bud Crawford. Look, I'm all for fighters getting paid and that money going to help these guys, but we hear too many stories, we see too many things. You had the young lady Claire Burt, breaking it down, and she basically alluded to how the numbers ain't you know what I mean, ain't the numbers ain't adding up. The math ain't mathing is what she said. So look, I'm not in favor of nobody getting over in no scenario situation. I don't know if that's core, but again, let's follow this. Unless I have something wrong, why would he owe them 100K for fighting for Teofimo's WBO? And then, the Ring magazine, like, I don't see how that makes sense. And again, it makes me ask the question, like, why is it always the WBC? Like, and why wouldn't he have to pay every sanctioning body? You get what I'm saying? Now I start and I get it. You don't got the other titles, you do hold, but you didn't defend that title. So I don't get it.
Oh,
Like, I
indeed.
thought you only paid when you fighting for
And this
that
most
title and
recent
defending.
fight was already this summer, so it's not like he could have like a mandatory situation. I'm just trying to figure out and make sense of it myself. The only thing that I could think of is
Right.
Mauricio need that cash, man. That's money
Yeah.
making for a reason. That's
Yeah.
it. Nothing
Shout out
more or
to my
less.
dog, man. Pac-Man ATL tape. Always popping up in the building. My dog, what's good with it, bro? Shout out. That's definitely a fax machine as well, man. He always telling the truth. He said, Shakur, the one, bro. You about the only one been telling me that over the years. For sure. Respect. You already know, my guy. I think he got more force, man. I think it could just keep getting better, man. I think what we seen. TD was good with it, bro. What we seen, yes, indeed. Boxing, peace to the Queen Shower. I think what we seen, yo, and that's why I say that with a talent like his, you need to test that. You need to complement that with somebody else, right? Respect to the Artems and the Paddies, man. Much respect to them guys. You know what I mean? Dude was a bronze medalist, Artem. You know what I mean? Fought Frank Martin to a tough fight. He's scrappy, he tough, he game. I mean, Pat, he on the win streak, stopping shit and all that, right? We get it. But we talking about the upper echelon of boxing. You have to complement that with a great dance partner. And even if Teofimo, when it played out, that goes to show you that he can do this shit at that level. Try to argue it. Oh, he's supposed to have this many losses. He looked like this in that fight. That's all well documented. We broke all that stuff down. But still in all, when his back was against the wall, everybody kept saying that thing, man. He rise to the occasion, man. He was an underdog like this for Loma, and look what happened with that, and blah blah blah. And for Shakur to get in there and on the biggest night of his life, show it like that, you know what I mean? I think people got to really look at him just a bit different and say, yeah, maybe I had some things wrong. Because again, I feel like the more you test him with a great dance partner, and look, all these dudes could lose. Nobody's invincible. You know what I mean? I think everybody can take a L, but I think you'll just continue to see the best of him when faced with a challenge, right? It's a way he gets up for things, right? Like he gonna get up for it, whether it's an electrician in Padley or it's the octopus, 1,500 punches a fight, Williams Zepeda, or if it's Teofimo Lopez the takeover, right? He gonna prepare. But I think it's something in him, that competitor in him, it lights a fire when it's somebody that's deemed in or around his level, and somebody that people say, yo, I think this guy could be the one to beat him. That's why I heard a lot of that. If anybody could be the one, it'd be Tio. I heard people not picking, they was on the fence. I heard people saying draw. You know what I mean? It was some flip-flopping, and I understand it, but to go out there like that and show it when the stage was his brightest, man, that's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. Tay, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Shout out to Southpaw Manny, man. Dodge J trying to tax. Yeah, it's odd. Like you didn't fight for the belt. How dare you? You know what I'm saying? Tommy Dread, what it do? We're gonna talk about it 2 cents. What it do, man? Hair grease. Now, man, I wouldn't be trying to pay fees for a belt that I didn't fight for, defend. You know what I'm saying? Either. I think that's random as hell. I get it. I get it. He held the title, in that particular sanctioning body. But again, they get paid, right, when they defend the title, right? Not just, you know what I mean, when you have any fight. Mag was good, fam. So I don't know. It's crazy. Asking certain
This
fighters.
was a situation in which Shakur expressed to them that he had no desire to come back down to 135 and defend the title or reign as champion. They're not going to understand them stripping him.
Me too.
It was like, yo, if he's moving on, he's staying up there at 140. All right, cool, bet.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to make that available for the next two guys, whoever it is that's in possession of the interim. But to strip him over some fees like that don't make sense.
Yeah,
at
the
all.
same Tio that lost to Cambosis, the same Tio that beat Loma, the same Tio that beat Josh Taylor, the same Tio that knocked out Pedro Campa. And as a matter of fact, the same Tio that hasn't lost a fight up at 140 officially, right? Yeah, that's that guy. That's who he beat. And he about to discredit it. Have you ever seen anybody beat Teofimo like that? from start to finish? I don't think so. That's why I tell y'all, with Shakur, they're going to still find something, bro. This is a prime example. The best fighter he ever been in the ring with on paper and most accomplished, right? 2 divisions. Longest reigning champion at 40. Snatched it, put a stop to all that. That's how you got to look at it, man. It's the way he beat him. And he tweaked his hand in the fight and dominated his ass really with a jab and, you know, occasional 2s and 3s, man. He did what he was supposed to do, and it was masterful, man. That shit was masterful. You get me? That's how I like it. Jody Herrera, the new champion. Somebody gonna cook him. Cambosis beat Tio better. Yeah, okay. I mean, look, it's all opinions, but have at it. I think you'll be one of the few people.
Cambosis got a split decision, man. We get
right.
he got straight up cooked. He got dominated.
Right.
Cambosis got dropped, and then he got all over the place. Mm-hmm. He got his issue too. He just did enough to get a split decision.
Samuel,
there was absolutely nothing that Teofimo could do on Saturday night versus Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
That man was the landlord, bro. He was cutting off. He was cutting off the water, cutting off the heat, cutting off the electricity. Did everything but a victim, man.
He did it. What Russ Abner say? I got something for y'all. Y'all know I'm the clip king. We gonna talk about it, but we gonna get into that cigar talk interview. It's a lot to get into. We gonna get into all of it, man. We missed yesterday, and we making up for it. Smash the like button, sub to the channel, support the build. I see you, but it's stating all of the obvious is not really a conversation. The conversation is how he got dominated. Period. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't he coming off one of his best performances with Arnold Barboza, who he dominated, right? Put belt to his ass, right? They were saying he had the best performance on the night, right? On that particular card. So that's what he fought. He fought Tio, the undefeated Tio at 140, right? We seen the shaky fights, but he was coming off one of the best cleaner performances of his career. He dominated Barboza. So, I mean, the thing about boxing is all about that night. You could have looked shaky in your last 3 outings and then come out and look spectacular. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about that night. And on that night, Shakur was just on a different level, should I say? I don't even want to say levels. He was on a different level. He was in his bag from start to finish, man. Caught his timing very early, and he cooked to you. What Russ Abner say? Shout out to Russ Abner.
That is textbook boxing perfection. Man, Shakur came up with that type of skill on the biggest stage you could possibly be on is just extraordinary. I mean, everything he did in there was calculated and perfect. I'll tell you this, and I'm proud of telling this story because I told to a few people, so this means the most to me. When you look at guys like Roy, Floyd, Ali, all of them outstanding greats who each had a particular style of their own that nobody could duplicate. But Shakur Stevenson, if you're going to teach anybody how to box, that's the model you want to use. That is textbook boxing perfection. That is what the sweet science is all about. Everything you could possibly want a fighter to do, that's what this guy does. He has the perfect textbook style of boxing. And as a trainer, you have no idea the admiration I have for somebody who can pull that off and then not get hit by a world champion who's knocking guys out do what he did. Shakur was just simply phenomenal on that night. To me, in my time in boxing, my 47, 48 years in this game now, that's one of the most dominant and impressive performances I've ever seen, without a doubt.
Wow. And damn near 50 years of experience. 50 years of experience. Shout out to Russ Abner, man. OP, what's good, Brody? How you feeling? That's saying something, man. And y'all know I play these clips for a reason. I just let the people that have been around boxing way longer than me talk that talk, man. You just got to know what you looking for, what to expect. And then that shit was just masterful, man. When you doing it at that level, you know what I mean? You just want to see what's next. Who going to be the next guy? But with this news today, with them stripping him, I think it's kind of lame because he was exploring the possibility of going back down to 35. You've seen the back and forth with him and Lamont Roach, you know, mutual respect, but definitely mutually competitive where they both will like to fight each other. I thought that would be a solid fight, especially with Lamont Roach being medically cleared, you know what I mean, for him to start training again. So I think the stars could have lined up well for a good fight between them. But I think they look, if unless I'm missing something, and I'm all for it. If somebody knows something I don't know, feel free to fill me in. But you know, it's simple. He didn't defend the WBC title. He didn't fight at 135 either. You know what I'm saying? He fought for T.O.'s belt. He came into that fight the challenger. He won it, of course. Now, why should he then have to pay the WBC $100K for a belt he didn't defend? And even in that division as well. So just from the outside looking in, seems like they just be trying to get money, bro. No rhyme or reason. The only sanctioning body that just feel like they above everybody else. Yeah, we want money. We get it. Shout out to Blunt Sports, man. Appreciate you, man. Sending that laugh and disco. Appreciate the love. Everybody that's sending gifts, appreciate you, man. Shout out to Blunt, man. Yeah, man. Mauricio Cut. What it do, homie? Was good. What he said to the WBC stripped Super saying they stripped him, Cut. They got him up out of it. They got it up out of there. And from it, like I said, from his tweet, said $100K to some crooks who don't deserve it. Say he'd rather give it to his baby girl. And he like, they ain't have nothing to do with this fight and it's eating him alive. He's like, y'all belt don't make me. My thing is, take the belt if you're gonna try to make me pay $100K. Now I can see if I fought for the belt. All things right. If I'm down there at 35 and I'm defending my WBC strap, by all means, man, yeah, the sanctioning fees you got to pay them. But damn, not when you don't fight for the belt. Like y'all just digging it. Y'all just at this point, yeah, I'm feeling like dude felt that Malcolm X, man, get your hand out my pocket, man. That's how Corey feeling, man. Get your hand out my pocket, man. Mauricio Chada, he's not so fast, Mauricio. Not so fast, man. You know what I'm saying? Not so fast. So I don't know. There may be a rule where you know, if you fight for a title alone, you still got to defend it or pay for it. I don't know, but I thought, you know, you pay the sanction fees obviously when you fight for the title or defend it. You know what I mean? So Joe was good with it. So that's what I'm thinking. He ain't paid them sanctioning fees. Get your hand in my pocket, man. He said, not so fast, Mauricio. You ain't getting that. It's crazy, man. But that sucked because it was some good fights, I think, that could have been made. Moratai, I do think, was a great fight that could have been made at 35 if they would have been willing to do it. He did call for Shakur after his win over Andy Cruz. You know, then you got him and Lamont Roach going back and forth, being willing to get in there. I just hate the fact that they did that. They kind of was too quick on that, man. Should have took a, you know what I mean? It's just 4 days ago. He just won the belt. Been 4 days, I think, since he won the title up there, man. Y'all ain't have to strip him that quick. I don't think so. That's even better. That's great, man. Because he kind of big anyway, Shower. He probably be more dangerous at 140 low key. So I just want to see it. As far as that fight, the fight was the fight. He did what he did there, but you know, on to the next. T.O. looked like he in good spirits. I seen T.O. He posted on his Instagram. T.O. back in the gym training and stuff. So, and he back running miles. And look, I respect it. You took a loss, get back in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the loss define you. It's only lost twice officially. Get back at it. You know what I mean? You at 140. He did speak about going to 47. So maybe that's a landing spot for him. But Damon was good. They stripped him fast as hell, man. Definitely got the frame for it, man. Man, they snapped. They said, man, get it to me. Let's keep rolling, y'all. Let's keep rolling. Hit the like.
Listen, man. Shakur, S. Minnow Johns, Stevenson. What you implemented in the ring was nothing short of perfection. Because of you just unblurred the lines of good to great. What it takes to be great is a sound mind. Shakur Stevenson was on Lake fishing as far as I'm concerned. His performance was effortless. He simply stepped back away from anything Teofimo tried to execute on and simply put his jab in a way to stop all pressure. Y'all think a boxer is a boxer because of how he performs, how he spins off shots, how he evades punches, how he comes back with beautiful counters and power shots to in turn even drop and knock out his opponent. But the truth is, he wouldn't be able to do none of that if he didn't stay collected. He had a game plan and he stuck to that game plan. No matter the circumstances, no matter how many times the referee interrupted the fight and stepped in the middle, Shakur Stevenson knew how to pursue the fight. Continue on. The commercials didn't stop the momentum. The ads didn't stop the flavor. When the show resumed, Shakur Stevenson showed up like he never left. And that's what it takes to be a great boxer, man. To be a great boxer. So, without a shadow of a doubt, because of Claressa Shields, because of Terrence Crawford, because of Keyshawn Davis, because of Andre Ward, Shakur Stevenson is able to learn as much as he can from these other greats and perform like the genius he is. Shakur, congratulations, my man. You look amazing. My new favorite fight. Peace.
After Shakur's masterclass last night, I don't want to see nobody practice nothing but the jab. The first word to come out your mouth should be jab. The first punch you throw should be the jab. I think I need a 100-word essay on the word jab. Before you know how to wrap your hands, you should know how to jab. Before you even pick up a boxing glove, you should know how to jab. G-A-B, jab.
Bro jabbed all the way in the car. People stupid, man. Shout out to Andre Durrell. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know, it was dope. It was interesting to hear him say. I was wondering why when they was in he's doing one of them interviews and he was like, he said it. He was like, when this fight over, they're gonna say I got one of the best jabs in boxing. And I'm wondering why he said that. And now after seeing that his you know, his heavy use of the jab, he landed a career high, I think like 100 and some jabs or whatever it was, career high or something. So yeah, man. Told you, man, he like a mechanic, you know what I mean? A mechanic gonna bring the necessary tools for the job and get it done. You get what I'm saying? Yo, if you don't need a certain tool, why bring it? I mean, I think that's his approach. I think that's how he stays smart, efficient, and sharp by doing what needs to be done rather than just doing shit just to do it, right? And I said that's one of his strongest traits. You know what I mean? Maybe people don't measure that the same way I do, but not being wasteful, right? Not being wasteful from your movements to your punch selection, to your output. Very efficient and intentional, right? Everything he does in the ring, I believe, is with a sound purpose, right? Like he knows what he's doing and why he's doing it. And you get what I'm saying? It makes him step ahead of the game because you see how he had Teo by like a step and a half. He just couldn't catch up to him. And he was supposed to be the faster, more athletic guy. It's crazy, right? Crazy how that played. We just gonna keep rolling, man. We're gonna keep cooking, man. It's a lot of little clips and different things to get into, man. Here was Rayo after his fight over this past weekend.
You would like to take on Shakur?
Yeah, I've been watching Shakur since I was young, and you know, I couldn't compete in the national tournaments when I was young because my parents didn't have money to take me, you know, and he was always the top amateur. But I know I have a couple losses. I know Shakur is this and that, but like I said, boxing is all about styles. Edwin De Los Santos gave him a good fight, but Edwin De Los Santos, he shot twice and then he would give up a reset. You can't do that with Shakur Stevenson. Cepeda gave him a great fight, but he was just kind of all here. You know, I think I got all the abilities and we would make, you know, it takes two to tango. Yeah. And I think me and him would be a great fight later down the line. But yeah, hopefully.
Kyle Cool it, blessings family. How you feeling, bro? So that was Rayo right there. And I'm only, you know, playing some of these different clips because, you know, you got life after Teo. All right, it was a great win. Now let's see what the next best thing is. So I wonder how them stripping him of the title impacts his willingness or motivation to go back to 35, right? Titleless, beltless. Like, what are you gonna go back and be you get what I'm saying? Damn, you get what I'm saying? So I don't get it. I don't understand that. I think that kind of ruined potential great fights at 35. And like I said, man, it's a lot going on in boxing. The problem with these sanctioning bodies is they're just not consistent and they never have no rhyme or reason as to why they come up with these, you know, out of the blue. They just, oh shit, we need 100K. Like, what? Bro, I didn't even defend y'all belt. I didn't even bring that shit with me. Like, what do you mean you need dibs on this? And that's how it feel. It feel like, that's why I call it extortion fees. Because at the end of the day, man, somebody ain't defending the title and fighting for your belt. Why charge him for it? He just fought. Williams had paid. I'm pretty sure y'all got paid sanctioning fees for that particular fight. And that's why it definitely makes it nasty work. I can see if it's a situation where you was sitting around, maybe you had the belt for some time and ain't defending it. Maybe it's a rule where, you still have to pay a set amount. I don't know. But for him to just have defend the title against Williams and Payton not too long ago and then take on this fight, like, why would y'all deserve an extra $100K after he just defended y'all title? And I'm pretty sure he paid like he weighed, right? Don't make a lot of sense. So seemed like similar to the Buzz situation. They like, man, these dudes set to make career highs and we need some of that. That's what it sounds like. I'm not in nobody's pockets, but I just hate to see stuff like that because at the end of the day, he earned it. He worked for it. He got heavily criticized for that fight. You get what I'm saying? And he went on to defend that belt several times. And I'm pretty sure each and every time y'all got paid for it. So why would y'all supposed to get paid when he defends the title and when he don't? It don't make sense to me. And I would love some insight. So if there's anybody out there that knows something I don't, feel free, bro, because I don't know it all. But from the information I got, I just don't see where he owed them money on a belt that wasn't defended. That shit sound crazy. I would give it to my baby girl too, Core. No funny shit. Like, if you owe it, that's different. Pay them, you know what I mean? Be the champion that you are, and it is what it is. But 4 days later, y'all deserve $100K for him snatching somebody WBO title and getting a Ring Magazine belt with it. I don't see how that made sense to me. It's kind of silly, man. So it is what it is, but I don't know what is willing. I would love to talk. Maybe I can reach back out because was supposed to do a part 2. So I would love to know, like, what's his thoughts on going back down to 35 without a title. It's a lot of people that said he looked good at 40. He looked filled out pretty good. Maybe he should stay put. CJ was good with it. Blue Hustle, man, what it do, Blue? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just feel like you got options, and whatever the next best option is, go with it. You know what I mean? Go with it. You know what I'm saying? Go get it. So, look, I'm not against no fights. I think Raymond Muay would be a great fight, whether it's 35 or 40. I think Lamont Roach is a great fight if that could ever happen. O'Shaquie Foster was talking. He's still talking about Core. I'm not against that fight, even though I think it's less likely to happen because he went back down to 30. So I think he kind of, whatever with that. But I'm with all these fights. I just want to see the next best fight for him. He entertained the Conor Benn stuff. I got a little clip from Conor Benn that I'm about to play in a second, man. So it's a lot going on. I just don't know what the next move going to be. Maybe he don't know yet. But if I'm him, especially after getting stripped, I really carefully, with a watchful eye, I examine the landscape at 140 pounds and look at what could be a meaningful fight for me, because it seems like that's what Shakur on. So you do got a guy in Dalton Smith, the new 140 champion. I know you said something about fighting in the UK. That could be a reason to do it if you're not able to get a Conor Benn type fight, right? You know what I mean? Which I got my reservations on if that's going to actually happen, but we don't know. So I just want to see the next best fight. That's all, whatever that is. 140 is deep with talent. It's a lot of people that talk about Gary Antoine Russell. Look, I ain't against no fights. He in his weight class. So you can fight Teo, you can fight anybody at 140. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? Now it's up to him what he want to do. If he want to chase more titles or more fights at 40, remains to be seen. But I think at least if you Shakur, you keep all options open. Keep all options open. You see how quick they was to take their belt. So now you going back down to 35, you won't even be a defending champion, right? It wouldn't even be a unification. That's weak as hell. The more I think about it, that's lame as hell. Because you got the Muay Thais of the world. Muay Thai was just calling you out after his last win too. So you got options because people know you good, you talented. People want to fight you. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know how I feel about going back down to a weight class after y'all just stripped me. You know what I'm saying? Now what I got to do, fight to get my title back? Like, that suck, man. WBC, they probably try to pay their shot. Right. You probably right, TD. I just don't know why you would, and I don't know, maybe somebody can fill me in, man. Anybody out there, because I'm all about learning, man. I'm a student of this game. I don't know everything. So tell me if I'm missing something. Is that how it go with sanctioning fees, even when you don't defend the title? right? They get 100K is crazy. Like, I don't know. And then it's 4 days. I ain't waste no time. I said, man, give me that damn belt. Ty, what it do, man? Visit Core versus Frank. I love that one, Cal. I love that fight too. Man, I love that fight. So that's a great fight. It's a great fight. Frank looked really good at 140, Cal. I think both of them fighting for their first time at 140 look really good. That's a damn good fight. I just hope you can get something that makes sense, right? It don't gotta be. You get me? It just makes sense. Frank coming off, you know, a great knockout, but damn, he got another fight coming up already, though, don't he? Don't Frank got a fight lined up? But nah, hell yeah, that's a great fight. Cal, they didn't do it at 35. Be even better, man. Frank looked healthier, even better at 140, right? Like Dalton in the UK. I don't know. He could have. Shout out to my dog. Brief was good with it. KO was good with it. My guy, how you feeling? Was good with it, man. So yeah, man, that's yeah, this guy's he gotta be like a kid. You still talking about power. This dude, man, it's called boxing, bro. You keep talking about power, bro. Didn't Teo have all his power? What is power when you can't land that shit, man? You know what I'm saying? All I told y'all to keep saying a pure boxer don't got power is foolish. Did Teo fight like he ain't have no power, or did he respect that shit? He paid every time he crossed that line. Jab in his face, jab in his face, jab in his face, all the way to his eye cut. Boxing ain't about power, man. That's why, you know, even with some of them fighters, man, you're gonna see a lot of guys lose because they don't get it, bro. They really don't get it. There's so much more going on than power. Yeah, Frank and Albright, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Trying to get involved. Yeah, I don't understand that. Kyle, where they get it from? Unity was good, fam. 12 threes. My dog was good, fam. Just hit him, bro. Just hit him. Just hit him. That's a good fight, man. That's a good fight. So I don't know. I definitely think with not having the title at 35 kind of dampens you wanting to go there, because now it can't even be a unification if you wanted it. I just think that was whack. You get me? And I understand, like, look, fees got to be paid. But to me, this is back-to-back situations where it seemed like they don't have no rhyme or reason as to why they would be. You get what I'm saying? With Bud, it's like he's saying y'all asking for more money than everybody else. This situation, y'all come left field like, man, we need a cut, man. We heard you made about, you know, anywhere from 8 to 10. We need some. WBC, Mauricio said, man, my hand itching, man. Mauricio said his hand itching, man. He called Cora up like, man, yeah, you know, yeah, about that belt, about that WBC title. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should have just better off having a fight lined up at 35, some type of unification where you could really get paid instead of trying to extort these fighters. I think, man, is getting smart, man. I think they're getting smarter, bro. And I don't think guys is just too willingly, you know, happy-go-lucky to give up money without no real understanding as to why they owe it. And like I said, if I ain't fighting for your title, you don't hit me talking about I owe you 100K. All right, to keep your belt. That shit crazy. Yo, boxing, I get it. It's been this way for a while, but y'all know boxing needs some changes. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's crazy that you will kill yourself, right? Nah, yeah, man. Nah, for sure. That's why I'm glad you in here, man. I don't know what side you on, KO. Come to the because you might be on the vertical side. Come to the horizontal side. I'm gonna drop the link right in there. Or it's already posted in my community, either or, but I'm gonna still drop it in there for you for sure. Man, you know, I always want some insight. Maybe I might be missing something, man. So KO gonna come up here and help me get some straightening. That's what I love, man, about this. I'm a student of the game, so maybe I'm missing something. You know what I mean? Shout out to 12 threes. I see you, man, sending that gift. Shout out to everybody sending gifts. You know what I mean? Supporting the channel. I appreciate you all. Yeah. If you go out of that and go to the oh, you in the horizontal. All right, bet. I dropped the link in there. You see it? Gotcha, my guy. So, you know, ain't a big deal. And look, maybe low key, maybe without the belt, maybe he like, you know what? Maybe he do explore more opportunities at 40. Is people saying ain't nothing there at 35. It's still some fights there that could be made, but I feel like people feel like it's more dangerous fights at 40. So I'm with it. I want to see how great he can be. He looked phenomenal against Teofimo. We all know styles make fights. You know what I mean? At our level, Shakur did show his level. He was very prepared. And he neutralized that dude from start to finish. Hey, oh, what's good, my guy? How you feeling?
Yo, am I audible to you, bro?
Say it again.
I said, am I audible to you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, bro. Salute to you, man. Salute to the chat, bro. Just real quick. Mauricio Suleiman is on bullshit. However, technically he following the rules.
Right.
So when you fight for, even if you fighting for another sanctioning body's belt, they can still charge you sanctioning fees, bro.
Oh, okay.
And so he's within his rights to do that. But should he have done that shit? Nah, bro. He should have. If he was gonna strip Shakur Stevenson this early, he should have let him know, hey, if you're gonna fight for this belt at 140 in another sanctioning body, then we gonna strip you. But it sounds like, based on what they both saying, he didn't notify him, bro.
Right.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing they did to Jamel Charlo. Same thing they do to these fighters. They let them fight, and then they try to collect the sanction fee, and they use that to try to strip them if they don't get the money to get. It
Right.
Kind of Shakur, quote unquote, that Zuffa Riyadh season, kind of TKO that side. You know, Khan was over there disrespecting Suleiman a couple of days ago. So he kind of got it out for him. So are they breaking their rules? No, but we talking about a sanctioning body that makes up rules as they go along, dog.
Right.
Like they'll change the PED rules. They'll change the who to strip, who not to strip, what's a mandatory, what's not a mandatory, all kind of stuff, bro. So he just picking and choosing, bro. But that's dead ass wrong. And you know I'm not a Shakur fan, but bullshit is bullshit.
Yeah.
Real shit is real shit, bro. So to answer your question, yes, you're supposed to pay sanction fees even if you fight for somebody else's belt.
Wow.
And no, they're not breaking any rules. But it's some bullshit. But they shouldn't do that shit, fam.
Yeah, the way they do it. Right.
Before the fight. And then allow him to say, oh, okay, I still want to take fight. Or I'm going to go ahead and pay him to come down to 1-5. But it sounds like they give him the decision. After he beat Barrios. Remember he had the 30 belt, the 35 belt, and the 40 belt?
Right.
The WBA allowed him to pick which one he wanted to keep.
Right.
They said, hey, they sent him a letter first. Like, yo, we trying to do this XYZ. We need to know which belt, what class you want to campaign at. The WBC should have at least given Shakur that same option. Hey, we need to know what you're going to do. Are you coming back to 135 and fighting this mandatory, or are you going to stay at 140? And then allow him to make the decision. Sounds like they didn't do that, and they dead ass wrong, bro. But hopefully that provided a little clarity, fam.
Right. Nah, I did. You answered my question perfectly. I appreciate you, man. I'm always open to, because that was the question. That's what I was missing. Are they still able to do it, even though you're not fighting in that specific sanctioning body? So you say, yeah, they still are. So now I ain't break no rules. But like I was thinking, the way they going about it just seemed crazy. It's like you wait till he fight, and it's like, hey, man, you know about that belt.
Yeah, you know how them sanctioning bodies are, bro. You know how Mauricio Suleiman is. First of all, he trying to look out for the Mexicans anyway. That's number one. Number two, he know Terrence Crawford and Shakur Stevenson homeboy, and Terrence Crawford just shitted on him too. So it's a lot of petty shit going on with this one, bro. It really is.
Right.
I want to back to it. I want to time,
but appreciate you, bro. I hit that like button, man. We going he just said something else too. What'd he say? And I just paid these dudes after my last fight. What the hell I'm giving y'all $100K right now for? Like, because y'all got beef with Bud. So y'all come back. That's what he said. Because that's another thing. That's why I thought it was so crazy. Because I'm like, damn, it ain't like he ain't just defend y'all belt. He just defended the belt, and I'm pretty sure he paid for it. And by this tweet, he's saying he did. And it's like, damn, y'all wait till he fight again. Y'all like, yeah, we gonna need 100K. Shit, y'all, Mauricio, man, you ain't moving right, bro. You ain't moving right. We ain't thinking long term. He like, nah, we gonna need that. We heard what you was reported to make. We gonna need a cut. We need a little bit. Damn, that's crazy, man. It is crazy, but it's always a silver lining. Like I said, maybe it forces him to not even so much forces. Maybe it encourages and influences him to explore further options down there at 140. You know what I'm saying? Or up here, up at 140. So we're gonna see. But let's shout out to KO. I appreciate you coming up adding that clarity. So he did, y'all. That was my question, and my guy answered it. Y'all always willing to, y'all always free to click the link and build with your boy. But he answered my question for me. I wanted to know, could they still charge you sanctioning fees even though you're not fighting for that sanctioning body? And he said, yeah. So they didn't break rules, but the way they went about it, right, is not giving them a heads up, not notifying them like, hey, man, if you're going up here to do this and fight for this belt or, fight Tio, then you get me? This is what it's going to be, and at least giving them the option, the opportunity to say, you know what, nah, here you go. But to wait until he has a big fight after he just fought and defended the title against Zepeda, right? And you go get an additional 100K for, in a whole nother weight class. I just think that was crazy. You know what I mean? So again, they probably within their rules, but again, they make up their rules as they go along. So that shit gonna always go in their favor anyway. So ultimately, they end up getting their belt back. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. For the WBO fight, we say shit had to be discussed. That's what I'm thinking though, because the way it sounds like, based on what he's saying, it sounds like that's not what they chose to do, right? Like they didn't go about it that way. You get what I'm saying? Like, damn, paying y'all again. Like, and that's why, to me, that's what makes it so crazy. I can see if it been a while, and I was saying that I could see if it been a while before he since he fought or defended, for the belt, right? I could see if it's been a while since then I could understand, like, okay, it been a minute since he's either fought or defended the belt. Now he's fighting his opportunity, so they're gonna try to sting him for some sanction fees. I could understand that more so than you trying to get more money after he just fought and defended. You get what I'm saying? Like, nah, I paid you when I fought for y'all title, man. I defended that shit. Y'all got paid. Now I'm fighting for a WBO title, and I get the Ring magazine after beating this dude, and it's like, y'all need more money. It's like, yeah, it is a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's a little sus. It's a little sus, but let's keep going. Let me pull up the other tweet, though. We here. We gonna build on all of. We got almost 80 people in the building. Hit the like button, y'all. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep on rolling. Yeah, man. Say we back, Chicanos. I'm just glad Gary won it that night. Oh, you say you glad he won it? Yeah, man. It is what it is. They some busters. Say, man, Bud and Shakur beating up all the lab fighters. ABZ, I'm telling you, he's the court said, man, y'all mad at Buzz, so y'all gonna take it out on me, huh? Y'all got beef with Buzz, so y'all trying to. I told you, they said, man, hey, man, I don't know how I roll over, big bro to little bro. I mean, do it roll over? Like, do you owe us a couple of dollars or what, man? Youngin owe us a couple of dollars. Hold on, let me pull it up, man. Let me pull it up. Yeah, man, it is what it is, though. Like I said, it's good thing the belts don't have to make the fighters. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, fighters make the belt. I say that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what KO was just saying. Teach. He was saying it sounds like they didn't give him no heads up or nothing. Like, you get me? Probably waited till he fought for the title and then tried to get the money after the fact instead of going about it the other way where you at least give a guy a heads up, anything like that. And it don't seem like they did. See, this was his most recent tweet. He said, and I just paid these dudes after my last fight. He said, what the hell I'm giving y'all 100K right now for? because y'all got beef with Buzz, so y'all come at me for it. That's what he say. Like, bro. But the court like, nah, man, I ain't paying it. I ain't got it, man. You know what I'm saying? The court said, get your hand out my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting it to you, man. Yeah, man. Boxing is crazy. That's why I wish that rules were like better. I wish the rules that were in place were more solid. You get them and far more consistent. Then you wouldn't have issues like this. And like I said, it don't look good for you to come out of left field and be like, yeah, we need 100K. And he just fought for y'all belt. I can't stress that enough. That's weird. Said, shout out to my homie Reef too. Said Chris Mannix said the WBC handed out intern belts so Canelo didn't have to defend against David Benavidez. But yeah, stripped Shakur Stevenson 7 months after he defended it against the #1 contender. Explain that. Facts, bro. That's a fact, man. Shout out to Reef. That's a fact, man. I know I ain't trying to make it a big deal, but y'all bogus. Y'all asses be just money hungry, bro. Y'all be really out here trying to extort. That's why I call them extortion fees. Y'all call them sanctioning fees. Yeah, that's a nice way to dress it up. Extortion fees, bro. I'm tired of that. And don't hit me with the, it's for the fighters. And don't hit me with that shit. I see too many fighters that be messed up, man. Nah. What about them? It don't go for them. How many stories? These dudes be in all types of homes, not getting no money. What was it? The dude that suffered, I think, some type of brain damage against Chris Eubank them years back. Nick Blackwell. You got him. What's the other guy? The Pritchard Colognes. So the money reached to them. It don't extend to them. Getting no help. I'm tired of hearing y'all. That's a good way to dress it up. Yeah, we're gonna call it sanctioning fees. It's really extortion fees. Y'all asses on, man. Out here, he just fought. And the #1 contender at that. He just fought. Defended the belt, paid you, and then you like, yeah, we're going to need a little cut from that too. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all got to do better, man. Got to do better in boxing, man. We need better rules, bro. Better rules, bro. I just hope we get great fights out of this, though, at the end of the day. You get me? I hope this leads to some good fights. Man, they bogus, man. Dude say, yeah, we going to need that. We going to need it. Yeah, we're going to keep going, y'all. Let me get the other two. Let me pull this up. My guy, Reef, sent this to me. So, yeah, man, that's real, man. That's why I say it's picking and choosing. That's also something KO just mentioned. Like, they picking and choosing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Corey, he ain't no Canelo. And they say, you ain't that low. You know what I'm saying? You got a little bit in you, but you ain't that low. They like, we need that. You know what I'm saying? They love Canelo, boy. They ain't gonna do him like that. Canelo probably say the hell with it. Keep it pushing. Crazy, man. Boxing is strange, man. Strange. Makes you probably see them fees. Right. Yeah, man. This was an interesting point right here Chris Mannix was making. WBC, yeah, they did. They handed out intern belts, so Canelo didn't have to defend against David Benavidez. But yeah, stripped Shakur 7 months after he defended against the #1 contender. Explain that. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got paid. He just fought. Like, he just fought not too long ago. So, yeah, ultimately, I think that's whack. But it is what it is. He'd be all right. He said the belt don't make him, and we know that. He earned it. He defended it. He got some more hardware. Maybe he'll really view the landscape at 40 and go for maybe another champion or another good fight there. You know what I'm saying? I think 140 got a bunch of different guys he can mix and match with. Him having a title makes it better. So look, I'm all for fighters getting help, you know, off sanctioning fees being paid and things like that. But like I said before, when we was talking about this, when it was pertaining to Bud, you had the female break down all of the numbers, and she broke down the numbers, and she, you know, all the numbers and all the money that Mauricio Suleiman's fund made from the year it started till now. And basically she came to the conclusion that the math is not math. And if you taking such amounts, 250K here, 100K here, like, just think about something, y'all. Wasn't it 250K for Bud? And he's essentially supposed to be making 40 to 50 million. It was 250K. And they say core between 8 and 10 or more, depending on pay-per-view. And you want 100K. Like, it don't seem crazy, right? It just seemed like you be trying to double dip your hand in these guys' pockets. And, you know, fortunately, it just landed on Shakur. So, again, just use this shit as fuel to go keep being great. Hell with the belt. You had it. You held it down. Look at the landscape at 40. There's plenty of talent there. There's plenty of guys to fight. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Chris Mannix for calling it out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chris Mannix. We got 90 people in the building. Smash that like button. Y'all, let's keep rolling. Frustrations with Bud. I swear I think so too, Rob. That's what Core said. He said y'all got a beef with Bud. Nah, he said y'all got a beef with Bud, so y'all come at me for it. Yeah, man, they mad at Bud. Bud said, nah, don't pay him, little bro. Don't pay him, little bro. Nah, little broski. Oh my God, TD said, I knew he said something, man. Shout out to my dog. Said that's why 100K is slick. He said he tried to hit him with the 1% line. Yeah, absolutely, man. Just like, give me 1%. Right. It make it sound like nothing, don't it, TD, when they just say that? It's just 1%. Yeah, then you'd be like, but what is that 1% entails, though? 1% of how much, Mauricio, you getting? I said it before, and I'll say it again. This is how they able to go to these hotels. That's how they able to have those conventions and do all of that shit that they doing, eating the fancy dinners and stuff. Like, it's no secret, man. But I think this don't look good. And then y'all quick to take a belt from somebody. So you put your blood, sweat, and tears into it. And the first time it's an issue, like you don't even try to work it out. And I want to say this too, y'all. I want the record to reflect. Remember, they try to stand on a square with Bud Crawford, right? And they try to make it seem like Bud was doing something wrong. All of that just to come back and Mauricio Suleiman apologized to Crawford. You see what I'm saying? Because they was wrong initially. You get what I'm saying? So I want the record to reflect that. I don't want to make it a right or wrong thing, but just know the last time we heard about this situation, it was with Bud. That was not too long ago. And that dude came out and publicly apologized for it. You get what I'm saying? He bogus as hell because you know what you're doing, bro. And like I said before, it just so happens to fall on Shakur Stevenson. I'm always for the fighter because I feel like paying for a belt to call yourself a champion after I just beat all this ass to get it. You get me? It's like, yo, we got to pay to be champions. And that goes to show you that's why it's corruption in boxing, man. With so many belts, and if you got a bag, you can buy a belt and be a champion. You really could. It's crazy, bro. So look, man, I want to spend too much time on it. Again, it is what it is. Yeah, that nonprofit shit. You get me, OP? You remember when he said it, right? Yeah, that nonprofit stuff, it ain't adding up. The math not mathing. Y'all living lavish off the blood, sweat, and tears in the backs of these fighters. And then y'all getting in the media and trying to make it seem like, yeah, it's all about, you know, taking care of the guys that are not in position to do. You're lying. I'm tired of hearing about boxers and homes and seeing dudes broke. And you get what I'm saying? What was it? Is it Tommy Hearns? I think somebody, didn't he just get like robbed out of his house and all types of, man, come on, man, help these dudes. That shit don't extend that far, huh? Come on, man. I'm tired of hearing these stories. Mauricio, you bogus. And it's always the WBC. It's always the WBC. You get what I'm saying? It's always the WBC. Always the WBC. Hold on. I got you. There you go. I'll pack you up. Anybody else want to be weird? Anybody else want to be having real conversation? You want to be weird, disrespectful, I'm packing you up. But anyway, let's get back to it. We got 100 people in the building. Support the grind. Let's rock. Man, so like I said, for him to just get paid and then expect another 100K off a fight that ain't have nothing to do with you is wild. Now, shout out to KO because he did say by their rules, they are able to do that, even if you're not fighting for that specific sanctioning body or defending that title. Well, I know at the end of the day, it sounds crazy, right? But yeah, I had to get him out of here. Man, he was weird as hell. I don't know if he popped up on this side or the other side, but I packed him up. So look, we ain't gonna cry over it. Shakur ain't crying. He said the belt don't make me take it. I'd rather get 100K to my daughter. You know what I'm saying? And from the sound of it, it seemed like they got some leftover beef, man. They got some leftover smoke. They try to get some money on up out of Corey, and he wasn't going. Wasn't going, man. Shout out to him, man. I respect anybody that can stand on their square. You get what I'm saying? Let's keep rolling, man. Let's keep rolling. Let's get into the cigar talk joint, man. Let's get into the cigar talk. People was telling me about it. We're going to get to it. Nah, I don't think so either. You know what I'm saying? It's always better to have one. Shout out to Bodega Top. Say, dude, I kicked out the kids' table. I'm telling you, because without these guys fighting for y'all belts, how do y'all get paid? And you don't want to have a bunch of mediocre guys that having your titles and them shit's constantly changing hands. You want the best fighters in the world to hold them titles. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it needs to be more of a conversation, right? They too fast. Mind you, he just fought 4 days ago. So it's like that fast. Like, I ain't even had the WBO for a week and a Ring magazine for a week, and it's already like, yeah, strip you. It's crazy. It's like, that's pretty damn fast, but they all about money at the end of the day, and that's what it goes to show you. Forever G's, what it do? They got favorites, and when you ain't one of their favorites, you're gonna find out. Shakur found out the hard way. You know what I mean? They might like you, but you ain't Canelo, right? They ain't willing to let you just do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And like Chris Manning said, he made a great point. Y'all handed out intern belts so a guy could avoid fighting the top guy. You get what I'm saying? And continuously let this dude do what he do, right? Do what he want to do. Canelo had to get them belts pried from his hands from Bud Crawford, right? Shit is crazy, man. Crazy how boxing. So and hey, Teach. That's another thing too. You saying something, bro. You know they was openly like kind of going back and forth, and Turkey was talking like the Ring magazine, that's the only belt that matters. WBC was talking like, hey man, if you come for my belt, I'm gonna defend it, and yada yada. Yeah, so it could be that too, right? I just think that the timing is nasty because he just fought for your belt, defended it, right? And I'm glad he decided to tweet that too. So it's like, yo, I just fought and paid y'all, and then it's like, damn, y'all want more money. So I just, this time around, even though it's within their rules that we know they make and change as they go along whenever they want, I just think that it was nasty where I don't think they deserved $100K more of his money. Joe, what's good with it?
All right. My question is, like, where do they go from here now? So, like, what if he still go back down to 135?
Mm-hmm.
He challenged for what can he challenge for down there?
Right.
He can challenge for the WBA, right? If they
I
let him.
wonder how that's even gonna go now. Right? I wonder, do he want to go back to 35 without a title? Make me wonder.
You know, I said he should stay at 140 because that's like he looks strong up there. So like,
You do.
Why weaken yourself if you already look strong up there? I think he should go after Dalton Smith. If he can't get that, just fight somebody that's in the section about you that's real high.
Right. Facts, Kyle. You speaking facts. I'm telling you. They made sure, man, they look out for who they want to look out for. And that's why I say I hate to make it this, but that's what it is. They clear as day. Them dudes do not got no they got their favorites, man. When you not one 4 days, damn, he ain't even like, bro, he probably still got blemishes on his face from the fight. He's like, damn, did he heal yet? Like, shit, y'all got y'all belt quick. And I can see, like Aunt McQueen was saying too, I can see if, he had no plans on going back down there, but he still was exploring possibilities. But I wonder.
We don't know that to be true, though. We don't know that to be true because he didn't say he wanted to fight at 135, or he may stay at 140. He can't make a decision in 4 days, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't. It's like they ain't even give him a chance to do that, right? Because he already was talking like he would go back down there. But I wonder how much does this discourage the move back down now, or he feel like, F it, I'll go back down, still get a belt or whatever. You know what I mean? I plan on speaking to him again, so hopefully,
if he go back down there to 135, he really don't need a belt because he the name. He's still the #1 fighter down there. If he go back down there, like all roads lead through Shakur at 135. If he go back down there,
Dank was good with it, bro. Right now, you're right. I mean, KO was up here, and I that's why I say I'm a student, bro. I appreciate anybody that got information I don't have. He was saying, according to their rules, they ain't breaking no rules or nothing. They still can charge you sanctioning fee even if you ain't fighting for that specific belt. But
how is that possible though?
He said in his opinion, it's still BS. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy. Especially like I said, like it's exceptions where I would think it would be somewhat reasonable, right? Being that it's within the rules, like you got to know it, right? They ain't breaking no rules, so I could understand, but it's some underhanded shit. It's some slimy shit. It seemed like because he just defended y'all title, fought for it, defended it, and paid you for it. Then it's like his next fight, they ain't got nothing to do with that specific title, weight class, sanctioning body, none of that. It's like, yeah, we still need 100. And my thing is this: why is it always them, bro? Why?
Yeah.
I need to know this. Why is it them? It's never no other sanctioning body when it comes to this type of shit. It's really them.
You
It's
know what my
always them.
theory is, just I think they coming after whoever worked with Turkey. They coming
Could
for him.
be.
But it's only hurting y'all at the end of the day, because like now you got Jadier Herrera who gonna be our champion, and like nobody know him. Like, so
They not even.
it's not the belt, it's the fighter who got the belt. Like
Right.
like I
Shout out
know
to
it's like,
Marcus. What's good, homie?
but
Right.
the fighter make the belt, not the belt.
Yeah, I said that all the
Like,
time. It's the quality of the fighter that's holding the belt, not the other
yeah.
way around. And how you know that to be true, bro? Because how do they sell you that a title is, has some prestige to it, right? They start naming what? All the guys that had it and fought for it, right? So
Yeah.
without that, it ain't what it is. And
Yeah.
I'm somewhat surprised, but then now that y'all threw that Turkey angle out there, that's something to consider. I don't care. This should be a war. Y'all know how it go. Them dudes not on the same page. It could really be that. He ain't doing nobody no favors, or he gonna move a certain way when it's, you get me? Because that's, you made a bunch of money. Think about it. Who was Bud with? You made a bunch of money. He tried to get Bud for $250,000. So it's possible, but I'm surprised to a degree that he didn't even think long term, right? Yo, they just sold out. Over 21K, man. That's, you ain't thinking about he could come back and make some money fighting for you.
That's what I'm saying. He might fight on another Turkey card
You
at
get
135, and then they said he just got $9 or $10 million, so you get 10% of that if he
You
go back
get me?
down there. And
Right.
like, y'all not thinking about the future.
Not
You just
thinking
thinking
like,
about right now.
right. And that's why I say, man, these dudes, yo, I'm telling
Yeah.
you, man, they be wanting them lump sums. They used to them deposits coming hitting left and right. I'm telling you, with guys just forking up, tens of thousands of dollars to call themselves a champion, like they ain't put the blood, sweat, and tears in to do this shit. That's the only part about it that seemed crazy. And that shit is a regular thing. Every time you fight, they keep getting paid for this shit.
But it's like, it's only them. Like the section body, they kind of work with the other people.
Right.
But like, it's them. Like, they just like so money hungry. Like, I don't understand it.
Right. Man, the Red Watch, she said, I like to see Oshaki first versus Shakur. Look, I'm with all these good fights, bro, especially the ones that the people talk about the most. Why I wanted to see that, because they got some history. You know what I mean? Shock for like he know him better than the rest of these dudes. And he actually sound like he want to fight. Anybody that want to fight somebody that bad, I would love to see it. You know what I mean? Even though I got my reservations on how I think it plays out, still would like to see it. But I think he killed any potential of it when he went back down to 130. Thought the whole point of, was to accept that intern. You get me? And then now you come back down. I'm right here in line. I'm right here for it. So it's like, you move back down. I don't want to hear no, why Shakur Duckham? It's like, here they go. It's like, come on, man. So we'll see.
Did you
But
talk
I think
about
he
that
got bigger
potential
fights.
fight with Lamont Roach?
I love that fight. Love it. Love it. I like the fact that they mutually like on the same page. I'm telling you, pay attention, bro. When two people be on the same page, two fighters, and you don't got the powers that be, the guys in the back trying to stop it, you get fights.
Yeah.
We get fights, man. That's how I like to see it, man. Get on the same page. Communication need to be a regular thing in boxing. I'm telling you, man. Cut out all that extra shit and start getting on the same page, getting these fights.
It just look like when these fighters talk behind the scenes, the fights get done. That's why I hope.
I'm telling you.
That's why I hope Devin Haney and Keyshawn, they talk, and then they talk to Kurt Turkey, then they get that fight done. Cause I want to see that too.
Me too. I wonder too, Cal. I wonder. I'm gonna try to find some information on it. I be wanting to be informed when shit like this happens. So I don't want to make them out to be like, oh, y'all just wrong. You're doing court dirty. But it just seems like the timing was off, and it ain't justified because of the time period in which he last defended the title. It seemed like you're trying to get extra. And it's funny with the Turkey connection and the fact that Bud was reported to make a career high. Shakur and Teal was reported to make career highs. And it's like, here you go with this money again.
They just called for the mandatory. So like he not even out the time zone it's not an overdue mandatory. They just called it. So like I'm confused.
Right.
Yeah, but did you see him? He was just dissing Zoo for like a day or two ago. So
Right.
It's just disappointing though. It's just disappointing.
Yeah. Man, again, so I don't know. I guess you just keep moving forward, man. They did what they did. Can't change it now. Like I said before, they ended up they did some funny business with Bud, and now they try to extort some money. Seem like they doing it with Core. Instead of thinking about the long game, they like, nah, we need that now. He said, hell nah. Maybe that makes him really, like I said, stay focused on 140 instead of 35. Because he actually has the title there. You can start thinking maybe unifications, maybe a Dalton Smith fight makes sense. Who knows? So we'll see. Y'all hit that like button, y'all. We're going to keep rocking, man. We're going to get to this Cigar Talk interview, man. People was telling me about this. I ain't watch it yet. So this is going to be my first time watching it, man. Hit that like. We're going to keep building, man.
But all right, Just.
Nah, you already know, Joe. You all good, bro. Appreciate you.
Yo, what's going on, world? This your boy Najee from Cigar Talk.
Trying to tell y'all, man, Mauricio seen his interview. He seen them chains. He said, he bling. I see you shimmering. Got the assistant on the phone. Tell Core we need 100 large. Tell Core we need that 100 large. Core like, hell nah. Y'all ain't have nothing to do with this fight. Yeah, hey, Shower. I think everybody that's saying that, it might be some real truth to that. I do. I really do. Oster 140, my dog. I think it's some truth to that. Mad at Mauricio because they just put a big hurdle in between Core and Shock being made. Mauricio would never sanction a fight against Core now. Yeah. And I just wish I wish Shock would have stayed put though. He had went back down. That's the only thing. And I wonder, like, you get me? So he's saying he come back down, then he'll go back up. But maybe they could have a conversation behind the scenes where it don't get crazy. But Core, like, the hell with it. He ain't go off too bad, but he said they crooks, man. Like, y'all not getting up. Just paid y'all. Y'all want more money? Mauricio said more money. You know what I'm saying? He been watching too many movies. He said, I need mines off the top.
And I'm here, man, with the champ. Listen, man, what a night. Last night was crazy, insane. I'm here with the champion at 140 now, Mr. Shakur Stevenson.
And 135.
And 135, excuse me.
Yeah, we good.
Jeez, come on, man.
What's good, my guy?
How are you, man?
Shit, I'm good.
We talked about this moment for a while, right? Like on camera, off camera, we've had conversations where you've always said, like, I want the biggest names, and when I get it, I'm going to show out. Obviously, that's how the night went. Like, does it feel like you thought it was going to feel, like processing the whole moment?
Shout out to Najee,
honestly,
too, man.
I'm going to be honest.
Shout out to my guy, Najee. He always doing great work, man. You know what I mean? And big homie Core, big chain Core, man. Core made a smart move fighting T.O., man. Let's see where he go from there. Yeah, it was kind of stupid, Kyle. That's what I say. Sometimes, that's why I say, man, it's one thing to pay attention to what the fighters say, but pay attention to what they do. You said you was going to press the button. They put it pretty much through you to alley-oop by making that 35 intern title shot. You could have accepted that, or the title at 130 went back down to 130. So, you know what I mean? But people still going to be like, well, why Corey didn't fight him? It's like, when was the opportunity there? So I think I just don't think we'll see it.
It kind of felt regular. Like, it felt like normal for me. Like, it just felt like I was here. Like, I arrived, but, like, I knew this day was going to come. When the moment happened, I wasn't nervous. I just was ready.
Right.
And it was like nobody could stop
what
I was going to do.
I still want to see it if they can make it.
It didn't matter if it was T.O.,
but I know what's going to happen in that fight.
I ain't even going to put no names on it, but any of the top guys that got in front of me that night.
Yeah.
My brain was just working too fast.
But Corey, you had to be nervous. Like, this is your big moment. It's Madison Square Garden. 22,000 people
showed up.
You had to have some kind of nerves. You just knew?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm telling you, like, I think that maybe just my entire life of, like, preparing for these moments have been, like, getting me ready for this. But it's like, I remember having butterflies and stuff in fights back in the day when I was younger.
Okay. Like, you talking amateurs?
Amateurs. When I fought in the Olympics,
yeah,
butterflies was going through my body. I remember an out-of-body experience when I fought Valdez. Like, I fought him, but, like, I couldn't remember how it went. It just was like everything was flowing. With this fight, it felt like
So
I was
out of body experience, you sure want that body shot he hit you with? Nah.
in the ring about to spar.
Yeah, like that calm, that
It
sense
just
of
felt like you at the gym about to just go work out, and
wow.
it didn't feel like pressure. It didn't feel like pressure. It just felt like my target right there.
Yeah.
Stay on point and execute what my game plan.
Now, like I said, this is Madison Square Garden, right? You sold out Madison Square Garden, you and T.O. That's a big deal. Like, how do you the kid from Newark is across the street, you know what I mean? Did that put like an extra flair on it, extra magnitude, the fact that it was at
Nah,
the
I don't got
Garden, or
this
was it
for it,
like,
bro.
if it would have been anywhere, the same kind of deal?
It felt like I'm a superstar.
Yeah.
It just felt like this is where I'm meant to be. Like, I told people, like, I've been running from superstardom for like years and years, but like now it's just like, okay, embrace it, bro. Embrace it. And like, if you watch the walkout, when I walked out, I just smiled and I'm like, man, it's my moment.
What you mean by that though? Because I've heard you say that in interviews. I think you've told me that before. Like, you've been running from superstardom. Like, what exactly were you running from? Like, obviously you kind of knew who you are, but what's the running part?
It's so much stuff within being a superstar to where like your private life is like you want to keep your private life, but like people, you walk outside, people want pictures, people probably taking camera videos of
Sneak
you,
recordings.
and it's like you can't even be a normal person,
Yeah.
and like that's what comes with being a superstar. Like, but now I'm at a point where I'm just not scared of it no more. I'm like, okay, embrace, like I said, embrace it. This is my moment. This is who I am. This is what God put me in this position for. And if I couldn't handle it, He wouldn't put me here. So embrace it and enjoy it.
Yeah, I like that. I like what he's saying. And shout out to Marcus. Big shout out to my homie. Appreciate the 10-piece in the Cash App, man. Always supporting the grind. Much love, much
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to Marcus, man. Appreciate the love, homie. So yeah, I like what he said there, man. Just embrace it, man. It's good. It's cool. It's interesting. He say he don't really have nerves no more and stuff like that. Cause look, I mean, he fight a certain way, right? It was a video that I seen a little while ago. With these two in the back room, man, how Tio was like dancing around and like, playing for the camera, and Core just was locked in like tunnel vision. It reminded me of how Bud was sitting down when he was about to fight EJ and how he lock in, right? Everybody lock in differently. Tio seemed like a more happy-go-lucky kind of guy. He's gonna be up dancing around, playing Core, just look mentally focused, dialed in, and he fought that way. And he fought like his timing, man. He caught his timing very fast, very early. It was just the rest was history. Get what I'm saying? So it's all about embracing that moment, man. That's why when people say things like the stars, would the lights be too bright for him? I really don't think so. I think he's past that. I think because of all the experience that he have in the square circle in the boxing ring, I don't think there's no amount of fans and people that you could put in front of him in the moment going to be too bright. I think that's just going to make him even more competitive. That's going to make him want to win more. The bigger the moment, the more people watching, the more you're going to want to win. At least that's how I see it. I mean, that's, I think Saturday was a proof of that, right? The moment being at its biggest and you looking your best, you shining it, right? You get what I'm saying?
I thought one thing was interesting. You said, I think that might have been in the ring where you said, Keyshawn called you before the fight and y'all prayed together.
Facts.
And the fact that you said that made it feel like that was like a moment for you or something. Can you break that down?
Big.
What was that?
Big.
Why was that something that was so important for you?
It was crazy, right? All right, so I'm gonna explain it. I wake up, I start to drink my coffee. Now I'm like, should I drink coffee today or should I not? It's fight day. Yeah. You probably don't even need a coffee. Just chill. I'm not even drinking my shit.
Thanks, JP.
He called me early in the morning. He like, you had your coffee yet? That's the first thing he said. I swear to God.
So like he know you, like he just know.
He
like,
said you had your coffee. I said you had your coffee yet? He said yeah, I just finished mine. I said bet, I'm about to finish mine now.
Right.
So then he got to talking. He was like, how you feeling and stuff? I'm like, shit, I feel good. I'm like, how you feel? He like, shit, I feel good and I'm ready too. Then he like, can you go somewhere private?
I'm like, I got you. I went somewhere private. Then he was like, I just want to pray with you, bro. Let's pray together. And he got up there and he said a prayer for like 5-6 minutes long of it, like just saying like, protect us in the ring, protect us tonight. And I ain't gonna get into the whole prayer because I
That's
ain't even
dope.
got
Shout
to
out
it.
to Key, man.
It was big for me that my brother called me during a night that was big for both of us and put that
Man, that's
prayers in
dope.
our heart and in our soul. And when I went in the ring, every time you see me get in the ring, I go on my knee and I pray for me and my opponent to make it back safe to our family. So, yeah, that was big for me. That was a big moment for me.
Because you mentioned it on the mic, so I said,
And I'm telling you, prayer is amazing, man. It's funny because you remember how Ryan fought Devin, how they said he was back in the locker room listening to like what they say it was like church music and stuff like that. He was locked in. Said he knew that's when it was gonna be a problem. I'm telling you, man. So I just like how they able to push each other. It's mental, right? You need somebody that's gonna push you from a competitive standpoint, right? And a mental standpoint. And I think that's what they're able to get from each other, feed off each other. Shout out to Jay Grant, my dog. How you stupid. You sound sweet.
okay, that had to actually play a role in, you know what I'm saying, kind of how you felt, I guess.
It may have, and that's probably why I'm telling you, like, I did not feel no nerves. Like, I'm walking out, everything was just normal. Everything was just like, okay.
All right, so hold on. We gonna get into the fight for sure, but let me just break down the night because it was a crazy night overall. Not just your fight; the whole night was crazy.
Yeah.
Let me start with Big Baby. His top came off. The roof was missing. Was you too locked in to see that, or did you see that like on the TV on your phone before the fight?
Nah, I seen it after the fight. After he fought, they replayed it and they show him taking it off. I never seen the dude knock it off until way later, but it was cool. Yeah, I seen it.
You know, that turned the whole crowd though. Like, I'm in the mix. I'm in
Big
the
Baby, man. That damn
everybody was
play
like,
was wild.
It turned up the energy.
Yeah. I mean, that's just entertainment. So it was a good little entertainment for the fans and stuff.
For sure. Shushu did his thing.
Yeah,
you know what
for
I mean? Knockout. I thought he brought a lot of energy too. It felt like the whole night just kept leading up to a moment. It was like a great night. Did you see his fight?
I caught some of it. Yeah, I caught some of it. The parts that I had seen him kind of get hurt.
Yeah.
And then I want to say, he kind of fought back, and then I seen him stop the dude and hit him with like a nice combination. So, yeah, I saw some of it. I didn't get to see the entire fight.
Yeah. And then obviously Keyshawn, right? Like
the truth.
Man, you know, because I ain't gonna lie. You told me in the beginning. You said, "Yo, Key, one of them ones." This is years ago when we was talking about this, and I was like, I mean, he good, but I don't know. And I feel like he's shown constantly that Key's A level.
For me though, bro, it's like this, right? It's kind of, I'm not gonna say it's kind of unfair.
What you mean?
It's unfair for these fighters to the point where that's really my brother, and we could really help each other and prepare for these fights. So when he going out there, right, he fighting against Jermaine Ortiz. No disrespect to Jermaine.
Yeah.
He's nowhere near a my level caliber of fighter.
Right.
But he's getting that look with me on a basis to where by the time he get out there with Jermaine, it's like, man,
right.
I'm in there with Core. You got defense, but your defense ain't as good as Core. And then it's vice versa. So now
He right. That's why I say, man, they're so talented. They got that Olympic pedigree that they're able to push each other in ways that a lot of these other fighters won't be. And them being natural competitors, right? It helps. It's like iron sharpening iron. So you see how relatively easy Keyshawn Davis, how kind of easy work he made at Jermaine Ortiz. He didn't struggle. He didn't lose a round on my card. He just boxed and dominated that dude from start to finish, right? Distance and range control was some of the best you've ever seen it, right? His defense, very sharp for that fight. That's why I say, man, he got a little bit, his defense a bit underrated, Keyshawn, man. Very polished, but it just goes to show you when you have a great camp and you got, you know, the right kind of sparring partners and people in place, it'll reflect on fight night when you put in the right work. So both of them dudes end up having the best performances on their biggest nights.
Now, they like, oh, you fighting against a top level fighter.
Yeah.
Okay. I done been in there with Key. I done been in there with Bud.
Yeah.
I done been in there with guys to where, like, I know I'm good at the highest of levels in boxing.
How did that feel? Like, you know, you and your brother, same card. I feel like I seen you post a picture the other day. Y'all really are kind of Goku and Vegeta, low key. Like, low key is really that. Like,
Facts.
how did it feel though? Like, you know, me and my brother just on the same card at the Garden.
I think it was amazing. It's amazing even watching the transition of, like, seeing where, like, he was and, like, being a part of helping him get back to where he's at now is, like, I love it. Like, I enjoy it. I ain't even got to say too much about it, but it's like, okay, my brother going through something. Even when we kind of having our, nah, fuck that. Nigga. Come on.
Yeah.
We getting past that, and that was your turn, and I'm not going to allow and sit back and allow you to even waste that talent that you got, because I've been told, Key, for years, bro, you could be one of the best. All you got to do is just, boom, discipline.
You know, with both of y'all being the best, they.
That's dope, man. Just being able to wanting to see somebody do just as good as you, if not better, man, and doing everything in your power to help them out. You just don't see a lot of that in boxing. I think that's why people always say, "Oh, there's no friends in boxing," because it's a grimy sport, man, and you know you just can't trust everybody. But I think when you run across a individual that you deem solid, sometimes it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're just going. Some people willing to fight, some people not.
Always gonna want it, and
I gotta come with it.
You know they always gonna want to see it, though.
It.
You know everybody always gonna want to see it.
We get to see it.
I want to see it too. I need to see a sparring or something.
Pull up, come watch.
Nah, for sure.
Come watch.
Your fight, bro. Cool. I ain't gonna lie. You ain't think it was gonna be that easy. You ain't think that. No way you thought that. Come on, Cole. No way you thought that. No way.
I'm gonna tell you now, bro. In my visions, I've been telling my coaches and everything, I'm like, yo, they hyping this fight up as 50-50, as it could be this. But this could be a very one-sided fight. When I sat there and I watched him with Lomachenko, I watched him with Josh Taylor. Good fighter. There's nothing wrong with his boxing ability. He's a great fighter. He's been doing this for years and years. People allow him to get away with mistakes that I just wasn't going to allow him to get away with.
What you mean? Could you break that down a little bit? Now that it's over, I mean,
that's a good point too. That's something that we all thought too. The mistakes that he make, you know, somebody as smart as Shakur with the IQ would be able to take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? Would be able to take advantage of it in a huge way. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely see it. And he studied T.O., and I believe it. I believe he did. Like, certain points in a couple of T.O. fights where he knew certain things, where certain exchanges was about to happen. I think that's really, like, you know, got a real good processor up top, man. He's like he was seeing everything in slow motion, almost like he could said that, man. Great fighters have an ability to slow fights down. Keyshawn has that as well, man. But guys like Bud Crawford, right? You think you about to go in there and speed up on them, they're gonna slow that shit down and neutralize you and beat your ass. And that's what you see him do, reaching and squaring up. Yeah, that film study be second to none. Inconsistent as Lee had. I'm telling you, fighting with his hands all low, he really paid for it. It was crazy seeing him pay for that in real time. And I remember you was one of the first people to like point that out about him keeping his hands really low.
You know, you could give up a little something.
I can.
Yeah, I know you were saying at one point, you said that in the press conference that, yo, he make a lot of mistakes and I'm going to capitalize off of it. What would you say was, I guess, one of the mistakes that you honed in on that you're like, all right, I can see this and I know I'm going to take advantage?
Okay, so he orthodox, right? The left side of his body is always open. He defends the right side well. But the left side, with his hand always being down, is like an easy opening to a target.
So are you seeing that as you in there, or is this based on the looks that you watched in film? Or like when you get in there, you're seeing
It's the
this?
looks I watched in film.
Okay.
What I seen on film was right there in front of me on fight night. I promise you.
But cool, it wasn't supposed to be that far apart. Like, all right, I had it, like I said, you know, I'm a media pundit. I always give opinions. I try to be as unbiased as I can. I always thought it was going to be like, I thought it was a 70-30, maybe 65-35. I thought you had a clear path to victory, but he was going to present resistance, and this was the fight that,
But
as
how?
people, this is going to be the resistance.
How was he gonna present resistance if he can't hit me?
Well, we thought he could hit you.
And I could hit him.
I thought he could hit you. I thought
This is boxing.
Yeah. I thought he was going to be able to hit you, though. At least like a couple of rounds of danger, because he does the, you know, he lunges in. Sometimes he'll catch people with the lunging left hook.
My feet is
I did think Tio would be more effective, considerably more effective than what he was, though. So it was somewhat a little surprising to see, like, dang, like he really shut you down this bad. And the thing is, Shakur is a rinse, wash, and repeat kind of guy. And the way he was boxing Tio, he could do that shit for 20, 30 rounds if he wanted to, right? The same exact way. Like controlling pace and the tempo, picking his shots. No real wasted movements, man. That shit, and then all the while putting mental pressure, physical pressure, landing shots, countering Tio, making him hesitant, draining him of his energy, man. That shit just like two totally different fighters.
good.
Yeah.
My feet is too good for any fighter to just be able to lunge in and not pay for what they're doing. He's a good fighter. That's why, like, if you watch him against guys like Arnold Barboza,
Yeah.
I talk shit about him.
Yeah. You was
But I
killing him
talk
one
shit
time.
about him because me and him had a back and forth.
Yeah.
Do I think he's a bad fighter? No. But against Tio, he looked like a bad fighter.
He did.
But then when Tio fight me,
He
Tio
ain't look-
looks like a horrible fighter.
But cool, this was supposed to, like I said, to me, you've had harder fights against guys that are lesser in the
But
in
I
the talent
told y'all
department.
that. I said Zepeda was going to be a harder fight than Tio.
Yeah.
I literally said that. I was like, Zepeda style. And I told Tio this. I sat down with him. I'm like, bro, like Zepeda. He's like, what? Oh, don't compare me to no Zepeda. Like,
Yeah,
he
I
kind
remember
of
that.
took it
Yeah, he said
offended.
that, yeah.
But I was trying to tell him that the style Zepeda presented, to me, that was the style that's supposed to be able to. But if you're going to go out there and think, go out there and think with me.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's a bad.
And I don't care who it is.
Bad game.
It's them
I said it. If you're gonna play chess with him, you're gonna give him a really good chance to win in the fight. And that's all I'll say. Like really, really smart.
impossible.
Smart.
Yeah. All right, so
Chess
hold up.
player
Break-
when it comes to
all right, so break
making
down
the right
in ring,
moves.
right? Like the moment you told your grandfather,
Limited
in the
mistakes.
corner, I'm stronger than him.
That's the second round.
Yeah. What gave you the inclination? Is it just you taking punches on the glove? Is it like how did you come to that
Jason was
conclusion?
good with it.
When I went out there, and I want to say, I stood in the center, and like I'm trying to see, like, okay, what he got. And I threw something, and he threw something, and like the reaction to what I threw was like, okay, you kind of like.
You mean his reaction?
He had to respect it. It had to be respect. And when I seen that the respect was there, I'm like, okay,
Top operator
you
facts.
see that these motherfuckers could hurt you too.
Right.
A lot of people don't feel that way
Right.
until they get there in front of it.
Well, that's because that's what people say though. They like, plenty of people say Shakur don't punch that hard.
I said this, man. The power of saying something about the power is one thing. All these fighters say that. It's like they got to learn the hard way. But when he said he was slow and he was dead serious, I thought that's where he was making a mistake. Because I'm like, he's not slow and he has excellent timing as well. You get what I'm saying? And he found that out. Like with that jab, that shit just was spot on. Best weapon of the fight in the fight, man. He pretty much dominated him with one hand for real. He ain't even go in
Until
second,
they
third.
get in front of
or
it and they
prepared
got
for
to
real.
feel them punches on the chin. And they like, oh, I don't want to get knocked out.
So you think that Tio was in there like, I feel this? Like I'm
Yes.
like, yeah.
It was respect. Because if it wasn't, you would have just saw him just say, fuck it,
Walking
come
forward.
on.
Yeah.
Why couldn't he walk for it? Matter of fact,
Like it's a payda. Why?
I listened to his corner the entire night. I heard them.
What you mean from where you was at over there?
When I was, no, not where I was at. When I'm in the ring, I can hear what they telling Tio.
Okay.
The black guy.
That's crazy.
Stacey McKinley.
He kept screaming. Ask him when you talk to him. If you ever
Yeah,
talk
I'm
to him,
gonna
ask
interview
him.
him. Yeah.
He kept screaming. He said, back him up. back him up. You gotta back him up. When he kept saying it, I'm like, he not backing me up. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not backing up. What am I backing up for?
Right. Well, listen, I thought that was, to me, again, dispelling narratives. That's also another narrative outside the power is Shakur's a runner, right? If people actually, I study this game, right? So if people watch the fights, you don't really use a lot of lateral movement. But I mean, this fight, you stood in the pocket with him. Was that something that, that was a part of the game plan? Like, we're not going to use lateral movement, or that's just your comfort zone? For real, I'm saying. People were saying this fight
I'm
supposed to be
laughing at you, though, bro.
Why?
Because you say this fight.
Yeah.
This fight.
Yeah, Teo. Shakur,
you got to be a casual if that's how you feel. No disrespect to you.
But why you say that?
Because you're not really watching me. Like, it's no way you really just sit there and watch me and say, oh, this guy's a mover.
Yeah.
How? Like, where? Really sit down and pay attention to my fights.
Yeah.
Where am I moving to?
I've been saying that shit for years. That running narrative is one of the nastiest and overblown narratives when it comes to Shakur, both Shakur and Devin. Oh, they're runners. I remember Conor Ben was saying it. They're runners. They're track stars. I don't know how they're in boxing. Bullshit. Show me the fights where Devin is running. Show me them. That dude got over 30 fights, and they can't point to nothing, but they'll just keep saying it. Shakur, they'll say, De Los Santos, he really turned his back and he ran from him. I'm like, bro, watch the fights, man. These dudes not runners, and I'm going to get both of them they just do. For them to be pure boxers, those dudes take chances and fight in the pocket more than any other guy that I hear get labeled pillow-fisted and, can't punch and all that type of shit. Them dudes take chances, especially Shakur. He be physical. You see how he was physically moving Teo. He put him in a headlock at one point. That shit just was crazy. You get what I'm saying? That shit just was crazy. He ain't got to be Devin. He better. Shit, I ain't mean to do that. He ain't got to be Devin.
I want to get knocked out.
So you think that Teo was in there like...
Every other fight, where am I a mover?
Yeah.
Right.
So for me, it's like, I enjoy people thinking that. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is I don't want to just say...
Southwest Dice, you know it. Yeah, he was hurt. Nah, listen. I wasn't really even trying to compare them. They both get labeled runners. They both phenomenal world-class boxers. You get what I'm saying? They got similarities, but Devin got his style. Shakur got his, man. It's gotten both of these dudes this far. They're in every conversation nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Devin name all at 47 with fights. Guys at 40, 35. Same with Core. They both phenomenal, but, take your pick as who you like more. I think Core is just a little different. Some people think Devin a little different. It's all good. They both top tier, though, for sure. And they both got unfairly labeled runners. And these dudes that take chances. Devin to take chances. You've seen it even with Ryan Garcia, when he probably should have, quote unquote, ran. He was still walking to this dude when it was against his best interest. So definitely got way more heart than people give him credit for. Shakur got the heart, but smart as well to go with it. You're not going to trick him out of spot. So they both got things that you could appreciate. Both very smart fighters. Devin is top 10 in the plus-minus ratio, man. Top 10 out of all the fighters in the world. So that's saying something. Ramon, what it do? Yeah, I think he got one of his own. Yeah, that'd be the last two standing. I'm telling you, a lot of people gonna be mad because they gonna be there, yo. When that smoke clear, they gonna be.
Because you're a mover.
Gonna be there.
Moving in the sense that
I don't care who you like more. I rock with them both.
Be a guy that presents speed and power.
The
only other guy that we seen was De Los Santos. So that's why we like maybe. Yeah. So how come he wasn't moving? You was just like.
With De Los Santos, I had one hand, bro. Like, when am I going? Okay. That's like okay. If you go to war, right? Mm-hmm. And you got an army with 100 people.
Yeah, Devin.
And then you got an army with 50
heart,
people.
Bro. Anybody question his heart?
Ones with 50 people got to play strategic in that war, right? Mm-hmm. Because they got less people.
You can't just go straight forward at 100. Yeah,
Come on. Yeah. So when I'm in there with De Los Santos, no disrespect, I'm a hell of a fighter. I told you I still seen the skill set of him. Mm-hmm. But I'm not at 100%, bro. What am I? I'm going to go in there, go to war with him. I got one hand, he got two. Let's go to war and stand right there in the middle of the ring and see who punch harder and who can land the best punch. Why would I do that?
Right.
So I mean, like I said,
Nah, that makes
the
sense.
narrative is dead now.
Yeah.
Like it's dead. I don't.
Yeah.
They can't tell me no more.
They can't. Nah, they can't say that. The only
That's why I say multiple fights in a row. That narrative shit, that running shit should have died. And it's the same thing with Devin. If you watch how Devin fought his last fight, can't say he ran. You could say he clinched or he held, but he wasn't running. He was boxing. So these dudes are really runners. We'll be seeing it every fight. People will be able to point to, yo, Devin ran in this fight, Shakur ran in that fight, that fight, that fight. They really don't have the evidence to go off. They'll just push the narrative because they want these dudes to be tricked out of their spots. They're two of the top tier, pure boxers in the game. So, and they're able to do this shit without taking punishment. So people want to see both guys get hit. You've seen it in the Ryan fight. People was excited to see him fight in a way that was to his own detriment because they want to see him lose. It's the same thing with Corso. You'll hear people keep saying, well, they don't hurt nobody. They don't get knockouts. They run. They this. Well, he ain't going to stand there and trade. You was hearing people say it, like, he ain't going to stand there and trade with, Teofimo. You seen Corso stand right in the pocket and beat him up in the pockets. So it's like, then they got to move the goalpost somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. It's crazy, man. Crazy stuff. Let's keep rolling, though, man.
I would say, all right, if I have to critique, right, because it's me he's supposed to critique, excellent night. First of all, let me give you...
I'm leaving Tank out of all boxing conversations today for sure. Said Teo has staff. Just do that wasn't fair. Not to take anything away from Shakur. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know where you got that from, but refight Santos to shut everyone up. Tank would. Boy, man, y'all force Tank in the conversation, won't you? I ain't gonna take the bait. Tank absolutely would, he rematched Lamont Roach and everything. He absolutely would.
Critiques without saying what you actually did. You made it easy. Excellent night. Used to the jab. We're gonna get into all of that too.
You should have stopped him.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Cool. I'm just trying to tell you.
I'm beating y'all to it, dog. Look. I'm
trying to tell you.
I love it though. I love it because at the end of the day, we should have stopped this hell of a fighter. Mm-hmm. Is he not a hell of a fighter no more? Or is he a bum now?
I'm saying that too. I think that's disrespect.
Is he a bum?
Nah, you can't say that.
Now he's a bum.
People are saying that, but I don't think that's you can't say
crazy
that.
though.
Yeah,
but that's why they feel like I should have stopped him. Like just this bum ass fighter, get rid of him because you had him.
But I don't think it was that he was a bum.
We don't hear that shit.
I don't think it was a bum, Cole. I think it was that you were so in control that once we got to the 9th and 10th round, where it's like, all right, everyone could see you got him figured out. Teo know you got him figured out. Everyone else. So I guess it was like, all right, is he gonna step on the gas to try to get him out?
But then it's a risk with that, right?
Yeah.
Is it not?
Oh, definitely. 100%.
So if you win in a fight and you blowing somebody out, right? 8-0, 9-0, and then you say, fuck it. I'm going to take the risk in this 10th, 11th round, and we're going to trade it out and duke it out.
Yeah.
And then
Teo couldn't land shit. He wouldn't have got hurt. He traded with him in spots. They exchanged shots. Who was getting the better of it? Who punches looked like they had more on it? Shakur was sharper, faster, and stronger, smarter, everything. He had Teo beaten every category.
He crack you and catch you.
Yeah.
That power shit was the
What type of dumb shit
he definitely
have you just done during this fight to where you was winning the entire fight and now you hurt?
He low-key got a knockdown.
Because he can crack.
I'm gonna be honest.
I seen it. I felt it firsthand. He could crack.
So, but all right, but there's people that'll say, and you know who else said it today? I don't know if you saw Shannon Sharp.
Right.
He said that.
He's sick.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp said that. Unc said that. Unc said
he's sick.
He said, Shakur, we know he got skills. He did a great job. But he said, I don't know if I would pay because I want to see more offense. Or I'm trying to forget. I'm paraphrasing. I don't know how he said it. What did you think about that when he said it? Because like I said,
people got to stop looking at boxing like it's, I don't know. You got to consider it's a business, man. If I can beat a guy sick and injured and you sick and injured, why would I rematch you for what? To prove that I can beat you more convincingly than I did? Wouldn't it make sense for him to just continue on fighting guys the way he did? Beating De Los Santos again does absolutely nothing for his career. The only reason people talk about De Los Santos is because he didn't get thoroughly embarrassed. He didn't get 12-zip, 10-2'd, or whatever, shut out how most of these other opponents do, right? That's the only reason people talk about him, man. Like that, I don't know nobody that really think he was gonna win. A healthy version of him. Do you see him beating Shakur? He couldn't beat him when he was sick and injured. What are you gonna do with him healthy? Land a lucky punch? The problem is he just don't have the skill set. Yeah, he can test him, he can challenge him, he can give him a good fight, but ultimately he got to get lucky and land the shot to knock him out, or he won't win because he's not going to outbox him. He's just not a smarter boxer, just not a better boxer. So his only chance at winning is by KO, and then that significantly is lowered when you in front of a guy that barely let you hit him. That man landed like 42 punches in 12 rounds. Think about that. That's less than three punches a round. What the hell are you gonna do with him fully healthy? But get beat again.
That's the only
So
critique
it'd be
that's
a
out
waste
there
of time. It
now.
wouldn't do nothing
And
for
he's
him.
saying that. What do you think about that narrative?
Guys like him, man, I just try to ignore them because at the end of the day, I could really get on his ass with his business and talk about what he doing that's dumb as a motherfucker. It's a bunch of dumb shit Mr. Shannon Sharp is doing in the world. But at the end of the day, I'm going to play the high role because at the end of the day, you just too ignorant to understand what's going on. Just because I make shit easy, that's when it's boring. It becomes boring because I'm in there hitting the guy, and the
I
guy
didn't
ain't
like
getting
they
nothing
take
back.
anyway. Shout out to
And
Ty.
that's not
I'm with you.
entertaining. It's like, okay,
I
you
think
hit
he
this
a
guy, he
casual. I
didn't
wouldn't.
fall,
I
he's not
ignore it.
hurt, but he's not hitting you back. Now it's like, oh shit.
Right.
This is too easy.
Not competitive enough.
Too easy.
Yeah. Do you think that this happens? Because you've been saying that, but like, if you fighting other elite fighters, it's gonna look like this in your mind?
Yes. There's nobody that can deal with my brain as a boxer. I sit here, I live this shit on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do. Only way that you're going to be able to try to compete with me on that level is if you live the way I live. And nobody is disciplined and dedicated enough to live the way I live with this game.
Yeah.
Honestly, and I'm not worried about it no more. Like, I don't care. I can say this shit on camera because that's what it really is.
Right. All right. What do you think?
I like the reasons why he say he feel like somebody can't beat him, right? It's one thing to think you so much faster, bigger, stronger than everybody, but one thing I think that has been a constant, been very consistent through his fights and in his career, is he's proven to be smarter. So when he starts saying things like his brain, I think he onto something. I think I call it the processor, right? His processor, man, he process information very fast, and it's kind of like he almost know what you're gonna do next in certain instances where he got an answer for it already. That's like being a step and a half ahead of you, maybe 2 steps ahead of you at times, right? That's really a unique person that's able to think that fast and slow a fight down in real time while doing so. You know what I mean? He's not the only one to be able to do it. Floyd Mayweather was a genius at it. Get what I'm saying? Processing information, almost anticipating your next move, slowing the fight down, forcing you into making mistakes, giving you the false sense of confidence, and then making you pay. Like, got some of those qualities, man. And I think, again, as long as he continue to hone them, you're going to see more great wins like this. He just need the dance partners to complement his skill set, right? And I think you'll see it, right? I mean, can't wait to see what the next fight going to be.
About the jab though, because you made it a point. Me and you actually spoke. This is maybe a month or 2 ago. This was a minute ago, and you told me, you said, "Watch what my jab do in this fight. Watch how my jab work in this fight." And I was like, "All right, cool." But statistically, they said this was the most jabs you ever threw, this most jabs you ever landed, and he couldn't do nothing with the jab. Can you just explain? You know, give us your breakdown of how you were operating with the jab in this fight.
Honestly, I worked on it this camp, and I kind of
Zell, what it do?
That he wasn't able to stop certain guys' jabs, but certain guys don't jab
Great point,
enough when
Blaze.
they're in front of him. And for me, I really just wanted to make my jab a weapon. So the entire training camp, I just kind of like rehearsed on weaponizing my jab over and over and over. And come fight night, that shit just came natural. Like, it just was like, okay, it's there.
Yeah.
Boop, boop. Even as the fight, like, it was
Dante
certain
was
spots
good,
where,
bro.
like, he's defending the other side well. But I'm like, okay, we're going to go back to the bread and butter. He can't stop the bread and butter, so we're going to keep using it all night.
What was Pop telling you in the corner? Because I ain't get a chance to hear the corner stuff. I feel like I always like the
Mike
dynamic
Kirkland.
you and your grandfather. He's very aggressive when he
Shout out
talks
to
and
my
how his
brother.
game
Safe
plans.
travels
What
on
was
that
he
road,
saying to
Mike.
you?
Nah, he just kept telling me keep doing what I'm doing. He was enjoying the fight. He wanted me to watch out for little things because he seen, like I seen, that Tio was trying to catch me with something to like try to knock me out. That was his main thing. Even if you listen
Blade,
to
what
him
it
at the
do?
post fight, he's like, "Oh, I was too focused on one thing."
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you that what the one thing was. The one thing was him trying to knock me out, and he was looking for it. But my grandfather kept putting it on my brain, like, okay, but still watch out for.
Right.
Even at the round 2, they kind of told me like, cause I came back to
Nah,
the corner
facts, he
smiling.
did.
I'm like, oh my
Broke that boy
god.
over.
You knew
This
at that
shit
point?
is-
Hold on, you knew at that point, round 2, did you know, like, all right, I got him, it's over?
Oh, I knew it.
Yeah?
I promise. I kind of knew it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I knew it at the press conference.
Hold up, because you remember what I told you, though? I knew it
Told
at the weigh-in,
y'all.
but hold up, tell me yours.
Didn't I tell y'all T.O. was acting weird at the presser? Told you he was acting a little off, bro. Even for him, it was like I seen it. I don't like to like force nerves on people, but it just seemed like reality setting in. You getting close to the fight, and oh shit, it seemed like for a moment he wanted to see how far he could piss Shakur off with saying the most disrespectful thing he could say. Because you never see Core walk up and approach nobody like he about to do something. That ain't his thing, right? He ain't fighting outside the ring. He ain't blowing the bag. But I think in that moment, Tio was willing to risk it and see how far he could piss him off. How he said some of the most disrespectful shit that you could say. And it's almost like he wanted to get punched in his face outside the ring or something. It's like he wanted something to happen. It was really weird. Really, really weird, bro. Yeah, he tried it. He did try it. Shout out to Zoom verse. My brethren, how you feeling, bro? Peace to my brody Zoom. We still got 90-some people in the building. Hit that like button, y'all. Sub to the channel. Support the grind. Let's get some color in the chat.
I ain't gonna say
I'm
I
like the
scared him,
colorblind, man.
but
Colorblind,
if you
man.
go remember, right, I was talking to him on stage, and everybody was like, oh, he's getting to me, and I'm emotional and all of that kind of stuff. But I was talking to him, and I told him, like, yo, I should beat your ass right here. And when
when y'all was face to face?
Face to face. I'm on stage. I said, I should beat your ass right now, but I want my money. I'm not going to fuck my check up.
Yeah.
And when I told him that, me and him did a little face off. We stared each other down. And then right after that, he did an interview.
Right.
And they asked him, was like, yo, what did you see in his eyes? And he said, he's evil.
Oh, yeah, I see that. I did see that.
I swear to God.
Call me evil, nigga.
When he say he's evil, I'm like, oh, I got this nigga. I know I got
that.
him.
No, you right.
That let
I
me
remember
know
that
right
one.
then and
Right
there,
there.
like, and it ain't no evil shit going on. It's just
Real.
I was so locked in. I'm dialed in. Like he said,
Tunnel
my
vision.
brain,
Yeah.
to where it's like, yeah, like he know what I'm on.
Right. All right, so mine.
That's how Bud was looking in that back room, bro. He's looking like he was possessed, bro. He was like a man possessed, and then he fought like it. I just think that's tunnel vision, locking in. Everybody lock in differently. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, T.O. is more upbeat, you know, loose with it. He joking around, dancing and playing. And Core just sitting there with a stone face, probably envisioning how he gonna beat you. You get what I'm saying? Just different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean? It usually works for T.O. Damn sure ain't worked that night, but it usually works for him.
I'm gonna tell you because, I think I told you off camera, but when you when I saw you do this, I said, okay, I know the fight's over. He gets off the weigh-in, y'all weighing in. He gets off. He taking his time though, purposely. You can see him. He putting his shoes on slow, checking this a couple of times. Like he's not even doing nothing, just letting you know this is my show and you gonna wait on me.
Yep.
That's what he doing. Then he walked to the side of the stage, start doing what he doing. He didn't. So usually, 99% of the time, everybody waits until the person gets, and it's mind games. I see Floyd do that a lot. Floyd would make you wait, his entrance, whatever. He just make you wait to get in your mind. You ain't do the face off there. You just got over and walked to him.
Yeah.
And then I said, oh, nah,
That's how the fight gonna be.
He's gonna do this, and you're not gonna accept it, and you're gonna do that. And I said, that let me know that the fight was a wrap right there, for real.
But it's crazy, though, you saying this, right? Because there's another prediction I made that night that came true. I'm in the locker room. I'm in the back. I'm warming up and shit. I'm like, I tell my grandfather, I'm like, yo, when I get out there, after we get to the ring, he's gonna make me wait. He's gonna make me wait in that ring.
That was a long ass entrance. He had that entrance.
I knew. I swear to God, I knew.
Yeah.
I get in the ring, but I'm mentally already prepared for it now. I'm like, okay, whatever. I just gotta wait in the ring. Just stay ready. Don't get frustrated with the weight or nothing like that.
Right, Zoom.
Took a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, like everything I'm calling is just happening like how it's supposed to happen. And that was another thing. I'm like, if my predictions is this right, ding, the rounds.
You know a fighter is great when this man done had 4 official fights, 4 full fights, and they still talking about De Los Santos. And most of these people don't even know De Los Santos just had a fight not too long ago. He did get a knockout, but I guarantee you, whoever keep asking about the Edwin De Los Santos can't tell you who he just fought last without BoxRec. I'm willing to bet you money. But they'll keep yelling his name now. Edwin De Los Santos. He got cooked by a fighter that probably wasn't even 50% of himself. Stop making arguments for a guy that ain't did shit since then, bro. He legit ain't did nothing since then. Why the hell do we give Edwin De Los Santos so much like airplay? Think about something. He landed 42 punches on a sick and injured fighter, throwing up in between sparring and camp. I know this to be fact. Dude, weight wasn't right. He was eating before the fight. That's how messed up he was. And he really still beat him. He knew. Said, yo, watch me get a win on an off night. Why do we bring that guy up? Like, respect to Edwin De Los Santos, but he got to do something else besides get beat by a sick, injured Shakur for him to be making a case that he deserves some type of recognition for what? He ain't did nothing since then, respectfully. I like Edwin as a fighter. He's talented, but I want to see more. I seen him get the little quick knockout. You know what I mean? Like, keep it going. Let's see. Let's see if he can get himself back in title contention and fight a Shakur Stevenson. Because let's not forget, how did he get to Edwin? I'm putting this shit to bed. This is one of the Just Do rants. Got to put the interview on pause. Do y'all remember how he got to Edwin De Los Santos? He already got gifted the opportunity because ain't nobody want to fight him. Dudes was saying everything but let's fight. Yeah, Shakur went all the way down the list. Even it was some hope for Frank Martin. Got the contract. Wanted some more money, sent it back, accent, and they wasn't beat, and he moved on. You get what I'm saying? He went all the way down to Edwin De Los Santos. He didn't earn or position himself for that fight, and he has done nothing notable since losing to him that would merit him getting a rematch. Can we please kill the noise? He got beat by a sick fighter. Logically speaking, do you really think he gonna beat him at 100%? Seriously though. It ain't like he gotten better and then he been inactive. You got him beating him or Keyshawn. Keyshawn probably would have stopped him if they would have fought that night. He probably would have stopped his ass. All that time he been off. He looked little as hell down there at 135. Knock it off. Edwin De Los Santos, respect to his game, but he got to do something besides losing to an elite fighter, and we keep bringing his name up just for the sake of bringing his name up. Y'all, nobody. Ain't this the same dude? What's buddy name that beat him? Nobody that what's the dude name? I can't remember the name that beat De Los Santos. Gave him the first loss. Knock it off, man. He can't do shit with Core. Only thing he can do is make it a good fight. He'll never beat him. Big shout out to my brother Ed McQueen. Appreciate the love. He said I had to make sure the super chat still work around here. Yeah, man, shout out to my brother. Putting that love in the chat. Appreciate you, man. Support the build. We got plenty more to get to, man, before we out here. Shout out to Ed McQueen. I got 5 on it.
The con that folds, not the con that jingles, you know?
I know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gavin Goins. I don't want to say your name, Gavin. Shout out to you, fam. He said, we be crooks, strikes again. 100K for a belt that wasn't on the line. Now they taking the Bud Beef out on court. That's what he said, too. Shout out to Gavin. Appreciate that. I'm saying, big shout out to my guy.
BJ, I promise you, I was thinking that about Edwin De Los Santos. If Core had 2 healthy hands, that's what the fight probably would have looked like, but worse on steroids.
Mm-hmm.
That William Foster fight, I'm like, bro, if you can't box with William Foster.
Couldn't think of his name, man. Appreciate
and I mean, no disrespect to William Foster, but he's like the most. What's that tank gift, like the mediocre?
Yeah,
and I hate to talk that way about fighters, but it's just like when I watch him fight, I'm like, I don't know what it is about him that I'm just like,
He
Like he's
don't.
not trash, but it's like
He just
yeah.
like he don't. He don't. He it's something missing. Something missing. You see talent. You see. Like he show you it in little spots. You see what he can do, but it's like he can't put it together. So overall, it's like consistency. Overall, the biggest thing missing from his game, outside of saying, well, he could do it like this, is consistency with whatever it is that he's doing. He'll be doing something good and then he won't. Right. And then the fight will just look really, really lackluster. Shout out to Rozier. He buzzed Teal with that short left hook. I'm telling you, I think he troubled Teal a couple times.
He put it together versus Edwin De Los Santos though, because I watched that fight again like probably 2-3 times. So thank God for I think it was the Fighter Channel, because for a minute that fight was damn near scrubbed from the internet.
Right.
But then they uploaded. I watched it. I was like, man, Edwin was out there getting cooked.
Yeah.
And that core fight would have looked probably like that. Like if his hands was healthy.
I'm telling you.
It probably would have been worse, honestly.
I tell people, they like, man, oh, you a doctor and this and that. And I'm like, I like the fact that Carl Moretti, he came out, and this was at the Core top ring, and he let it be known. Oh, that kid was all messed up for that fight. Like he went through it. Like it's not that hard to believe it. And on top of that, never mind what they're saying. Just look, have you ever seen any performance that looked anything close to that? So you really gonna convince yourself that it was just Edwin because he hit so hard and he's so scary and powerful, right?
Off the rip, there were moments where Edwin was lunging in, leaving himself off balance, squared up, and Core just wasn't countering. When I seen that, I was like, yeah, he definitely ain't right. Because there was so many opportunities that he's taking advantage of. The same ones that we saw this past weekend. Teofimo was doing the same thing that Edwin was doing. This time, he was healthy enough to make him pay for it.
Tio not beat Haney at 47. No, I don't think so. Even before Shakur beat him, I always thought Haney could box Tio. Always thought that. I think so. Even more now. I think it's gonna be tricky. We're gonna talk about Tio too, man. I'm gonna play a little bit more. It's a little more halfway through. Just wanted to get to the parts where the people responded the most from the little things that he was saying in this. But this is a really good interview always, man. Najee always doing great work. But shout out to my guys. Appreciate the love in the super chat. We're gonna keep building. He said, did you see what Boney is to say? Say Shakur left hand was hurt. Yeah, he tweaked the left hand. I didn't watch Bozy in this thing, but I seen him say something about it though. That's why he used jabs. Yeah, I'm telling you, people just don't know, man. The fact that do you know how good somebody got to be to hurt their hand and everybody walking away from the fight, but nobody said. It's the reason why I was asking people the other day, do y'all notice anybody say anything about his hands? We had a few people on the panel like, nah, see, the guy showed you he disguised hurting his hand and had everybody focused on the jab. And it's funny because he said it before the fight that y'all gonna be saying I got one of the best jabs or the best jab in boxing. And you start hearing people say, you start hearing people talk about just how good it is. It been that way, but he ain't never displayed it like that. He definitely overused that joint in a good way. He was making him schooling his ass with the jab. Most important punch in boxing. Yeah, he disguised it. It's kind of like how he did in training camp, BJ. He's done it a couple times with the Williams Zepeda fight in training camp. My guy was right there watching it, and both times he just made adjustments to it. It never stopped him from sparring. He didn't stop the work, none of that. Smart dude, he mentally tough, and he'll really push. You know what I'm saying? Like people, certain shit you just can't measure on paper, man. But they gonna keep saying it right, keep putting them in them positions. You're gonna continue to see, I think, great performances, man. When you like that, you like that. You just need the dance partners to, compliment how you fight. And I think that's just what it is with him.
I like what he said about. I like the analogy that he used, like the 50 soldiers versus 100. And when you think about some of these great wars that were fought in history, like I remember reading about the Mau Mau Revolution out there in Kenya, when the people in Kenya were fighting against the British. Now they didn't have the same artillery, but they knew the land. So they were using guerrilla warfare, using all different types of tactics, hiding in bushes, jumping out of trees, just finding ways to just sneak attack. Same thing with Vietnam, when the U.S. fought against Vietnam. Like, we got all this stuff at our disposal. So they're not going to fight head up, straight up. Like, nah. They're going to camouflage. They're going to be in the bush. They're going to pop out, cut you with this, hit your ass in the head with a rock, do whatever it takes to win. That's the main thing. Get the dub. So I like what he said about that. If I got one hand at my disposal, I got to find another way to beat you. After all, it is boxing, and we're not in the no decision era. So listen, if I gotta jab you and feint you and stall you and find ways to keep you from being offensive, I'm gonna do that. And I appreciate that. Just his understanding of boxing as a whole, not just all right, I'm gonna go out there and inflict damage. I love what he said about watching film too, because these things have been consistent with Teofimo, even in the fights that he's won. We like to talk about the Josh Taylor fight, bro. If you go rewatch that fight and look at how many times he was squaring up when he's throwing his rear hand, all throughout the fight, same thing. You know what I mean? Like with his lead hand, his inconsistency with the jab, his jab defense being shaky as hell. Like his jab defense been shaky.
Yeah.
He's always been susceptible to them right hands. Got dropped with one, strolling in with his hand down. Sandor Martin dropped him twice with the check hooks. One was scored, one wasn't scored, but both of those were what? Right hands. He's been vulnerable to these things. But to Shakur's point, most other fighters, they're not gonna make him pay for his folly.
Yeah.
They're not gonna take the half step back and run him into a shot with any type of consistency. The only one I seen do it with a bit of regularity was Sandor Martin. Everybody else, including Jermaine Ortiz was making a miss, but he wasn't making him pay for it. And I think that's why Jermaine Ortiz didn't get the decision. Because he did the first part, he didn't do the second part. You got the guy off balance, you got the guy squared up, you got to tag him. It's not enough to just make him miss. Like, your ass ain't Willie Pep. You ain't about to run around here and get rounds for not throwing any punches. It don't work that way. You got to counter him.
Yeah.
So Shakur made him miss. He made him pay. And man, the efficiency was through the roof. Like, the disparity was crazy. What, 15% to what? 46 or something like that? 47? Bro, that's ridiculous.
Peace to the queen with Jessica. How you feeling? Yeah, I keep seeing people say that the narrative that he's wary of power gonna follow him till he did. Man, look, only people pushing that is people that just don't know shit about the way Shakur fight. That's all. It's just a false narrative. I hate it because it's like, I think only uneducated people, and when I say uneducated, I mean to how he fight.
Yep.
What determines what somebody is, right? Is it you only see it in one fight, for example, right? A KO guy. A KO artist is not deemed a KO artist after one knockout. The same way after he goes the distance for the first time, you stop looking at him like one, right? That doesn't change that. You get what I'm saying? I don't get why people will see you fight away once. And that is who you are as opposed to the entire body of work. So how you are when you have one of your worst days of your life, that's how I should look at you all the time, right? It's pretty stupid, man. Like, and I'm serious. I do this. I've done it for everybody. I remember doing it for Haney. I had a few narratives from Chinny to Pillow Fisted, the runner. I've done it all. You got to be able to point to the fights where you can back up what you're saying. And it should be very fucking easy. It's just as how easy it is for you to type how he's this and that and he's scary this. Only people push that are idiots, man. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, the dude, I haven't seen a fight from him yet where he haven't fought in the pocket. I don't care how little or how much. I've seen it. I've seen them all. You don't see it. I've never seen him running from somebody, not backing the guy down. So it's like when I heard he was scared of power, it was like after he cooked Nakatila, dropped him and everything. And I'm like, what are y'all basing this shit off? The 12 zip? It's showing that you scared of somebody when you dropped him twice and got credit for one of the knockdowns. Where are y'all getting this from? So you got
and put him on the back foot.
So you see that, and you see him push De Los Santos back. So you like, see, yeah, that fight right there shows you he's a runner. You see how he fight people with power? Yeah, right in their wheelhouse. T.O. got good punching power. I don't think he's no knockout guy. I've said it over and over again. I'm gonna stand on it.
But
just
right there, you know what the problem is? Going back and forth.
Right. This shit is crazy to me. I just don't know. Like, I listen. I like to talk some boxing. I appreciate all opinions, but this shit ain't even an opinion no more. It's just ridiculousness. To say that man scared of somebody with power is a foolish statement. We should have fights to really show you that
Because the
that's the
point I'm
case.
trying to make
Remember,
is that they
Oscar
don't watch
Valdez was
tape.
looked at as pound for pound, and he was knocking shit out. Look how he knocked out Miguel Berchelt. He get in front of Shakur, all of a sudden people forget how he was looking at him. Like he wasn't one of them guys. Like that shit is crazy. I'm telling you, the bar goes unbelievably high when that man get in the ring. I'm telling y'all, rewrite the rules, all types of shit. Shout out to Mike Kirkland, man. He said you also just saying that.
I'm gonna tell you what they can't rewrite. Last I checked, Shakur Stevenson has never had a split decision. Nope. Just like last I checked, Keyshawn hasn't had a split decision or Bud. Like these guys been handling their business because everybody's a somebody till they become a nobody. That's why T.O. is a nobody, because the tape showed what we was gonna see what Shakur do when you ain't a Shakur hater and you actually watch tape. And it's boxing. Even with De Los Santos, he beat De Los Santos with a jab. He didn't let De Los Santos touch him like that because he was off the back foot. He was literally fighting with his lead hand. You see what I'm saying? So it'd be like, and he won though.
And them damn foot feints, Blaze. Yo, Blaze.
Yeah.
You touched on something that was super duper important, bro, which is people do not go back and rewatch fights. It seems like, you know what they say about memory, bro? They say like memory is us remembering the last time we remembered something. So it's important to go back and refresh the memory and actually watch it. Because with the Nakatila fight, bro, once people had it in their minds that this dude was scared of power, it just grew legs and took off, and then it just goes unchallenged. I'm like, go back and actually rewatch the fight and see how frequently this man is right in front of him. As a matter of fact, you could even argue that a good 65 to 75% of the fight, Shakur is actually putting him on the back foot.
But the thing is the problem is like, and I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Shakur should have took that De Los Santos fight because it branded him and it just messed up his branding. If he couldn't use his left arm, he shouldn't have took it. But he's so ill, he went in there and fought with one fucking arm. You feel me? And it looked bad because that's the only tape that looked like that. That's why I call it. I run around and call it the curse of De Los Santos.
Right. Imagine
he done finally broke this shit with the blood of Tio.
Walk in the gym, you see,
like that shit. That shit really, really messed up. You know, like with the perception of him. You feel me? Because he was main event during that fight when he did it, and that was for the title at 135. So we're like, you won the title fighting De Los Santos like that. So I get the critique, but you don't. But all of us, we watch all this tape before that and after that. And I told everybody going into this fight, his last three opponents, Artem, Padley, Zepeda, he outlanded him by over 200 punches. Now with T.O., it's over 300 punches. He been out punching cats since De Los Santos and finding a different way for each opponent. So, but the people don't watch tape. People call electricians. People say, oh, Artem wasn't this, or when he damn near beat Ghost, if I'm not mistaken, Frank Martin gave him a run.
He needed that knockdown.
You feel me? You feel me? That's what made people Frank Martin fans. You feel me? Then Padley electrician 5 days notice. Yeah, we know that's a heavy bag because ain't nobody coming in 5 days notice fight Shakur. You feel me? But there's a payday, he stand in front of him and he makes him miss 4 punch combinations. Then he lands 4 punch combinations. But they hate. They talk about the one time he's on the ropes and gets hit.
Right.
Goofy shit.
Out to Mike Kirkland, man. Said facts.
So, like you said, watch whole fights. Watch whole fights over and over.
I gotta give some pushback on the Padley talk that people make though, bro, because I need folks to actually go and watch Padley, man. Like, go watch this man fight. You've seen this dude since Shakur, or even before that when he fought Mark Chamberlain. Mark Chamberlain was ranked #1 in the UK at 135.
He got the upset. He whooped him.
He got the upset. That was a huge upset at the time,
huge upset. Remember?
And in them last 3 fights,
sets off. Hey, remember every time he got his shots off, his corner was clapping. You could hear him. That was either working that boy. He worked Chamberlain. But he's 5 days notice to Shakur. So it's like, man, I respect his heart, but he never stood a chance. You feel me? Because you're going to be a step behind.
He ain't stand no chance. But still, But the reason why I give the pushback on that fight in particular is because we gotta see what Pally looks like versus these other guys. That other dude that he just fought for the European titles, dude was like 23-2. He was highly touted coming out of France. This dude.
Look, listen though, listen to me though. I wouldn't be mad if Padley get his weight up and challenge for a rematch for Shakur. He need that run back with a full camp. I'm not taking nothing away from Padley, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, hey, bro, you can't fight pound for pound. You can't go into a fight with somebody that's on the pound for pound list with 5 days notice and think you got a chance, homie. Because with the IQ alone, you're gonna get picked apart. Because you ain't locked in to even try to figure out your conditioning and whatever you need to game plan to fight against him. So he wasn't watching Shakur tape. That's why he got spanked. That's why it was easy. Because he had no answers for nothing. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, we know how Shakur fight. Shakur take 2 back steps and stay in range, make you miss and make you pay. That's what he do most of his career. Whether you like the output of it, the level of output or not, but that's how he get busy. So it's like, man, there's no way you going in 5 days notice against him and think you got any type of chance. You can get picked apart. Straight up.
Right, hit that like button, y'all. Yeah. Shout out to Padley, man. Been doing this thing. Doing this thing since then, getting them some wins. Padley look better than Tio, I'm telling you, right? Tio was lost soul out there, bro. Bro got in front of Core. It was like, man. All I was thinking when he said, yo, you get past his jab, he lunch food and all this stuff. I was like, guess we won't know that because you ain't getting past it. Start knocking that head back, drawing his head back. I'm like, yeah, I know that shit frustrating. And then he split the eye open. I was like, yes, blood. He's bleeding.
And that's the thing, Just, man. I got receipts, man. I was asking everybody, how does T.O. win this fight? I say the first thing you got to deal with is range control. And the second thing you got to deal with is the lead hand. He keeps his lead hand down at his waist in all his fights. Watch him fight Barbosa. Barbosa just wasn't punching. You feel me? And so you're dealing with Shakur coming over his lead hand all fight. If you watch, his jab's getting there before his jab because he's shooting from we know boxing one-on-one, you keep your hands up. From your chin to his head
Hand
is less
wins.
of a distance than from your waist to his head. It's simple. And you got to win the lead hand battle with Shakur because it's going to be a lot of feints. It's going to be a lot of disrupting your lead hand and disrupting that space for you to get in there. So if you don't have a lead hand, you don't stand a chance against Shakur because everything's set up with the lead hand. You feel me? And I don't understand how people couldn't get it. And you've seen Sandor Martin do it. That's why the check hook's always there. Because his lead hands down, so you're gonna be able to check him and he's gonna go off balance. He should have got the knockdown in the 6th round. That was a knockdown, that was a hit. If they try to say, I guess he wrapped his arm around his head, but he was getting punched when he went down. Because it's the same look that he always give because that lead hands down, homie. Because think if it's up in the high guard, he catches that shot. He catches and he can counter that shot. But that's just people who box and fight, who know how to fight. You know, you got to know how to fight or just simply take a few boxing lessons to understand that you have to keep your lead hand up, especially with somebody with a high volume jab. It's simple.
Right. Hey, Chris, who did Edwin De Los Santos fight in his last fight? Who did he fight in his last fight, bro? That's what I want
Man, I watched
to
the
know.
fight and I forgot Buddy's name. And I watched the shit.
Who
Hey,
did
I
he
didn't get
fight in
to
his
see. I
last
ain't
fight,
found
bro?
it
Since
yet.
you keep talking
Hey,
about
was
him,
he in
you keep
shape?
talking about him, man. Yeah,
Edwin looked a
Yeah,
little. He
I
looked a
just
little
want to know
soft
because
around the
now I'm about to
midsection,
permanently,
Blaze.
that's what I thought I
man. I
seen,
thought
man.
somebody blocked him. I don't know
Great
why
White
you
Hype, huh?
make me think he got to be off or something.
Like, you feel me? This boy had a pot belly. He ain't ready. He can't move. Everything. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, De Los Santos got to come out and really actually fight somebody for us to understand what's going on with him.
pissing me off, man. I'm thinking about getting rid of it. I'm telling you. I'm trying to be patient, but man, all that lagging and shit don't be working. I hate it. Kerry was boxing, sticking and moving. Yeah, man. Yeah, Edwin, that fight was contracted, I think, at like 138 or something like that. Yeah, I just wanted to know. I wanted to know who do, like, because you keep typing the same shit every day. Like, something got to be wrong with that kid, man. Seriously. Man, it's annoying. But damn, I had the interview up. Let me see, y'all. Yeah, Devin Santos look a little chubby around the midsection for sure. Little roly poly around the midsection. You know what I'm saying? He been eating good. Hold on, let me get this interview back up. It's almost, I'm gonna play a few more minutes. And we gonna keep rolling. Shout out to Blaze and McLean. Yeah, Elliot Chavez. We know that. I just know dude didn't know. That's why I was wanting to ask, because what I found out, man, these boxing fans be exposing themselves. They'll lobby for a guy to get a fight or say, this one is scared to fight this guy, but they won't even know nothing about the individual that they vouching for. Like, they won't even know that the dude had a fight. Keep saying the same stupid, elementary stuff. This one is scared. Keyshawn picked Devin Santos. The only thing you could criticize Keyshawn about is missing the weight. Bad miscalculation, misstat, whatever you want to call it. It's a bad move. But to sit here and push for weeks that a guy is scared of a dude that he chose to fight is like ignorance at its best. And you clearly are a dude that got chased home from school and shit like that. Like, you got chased home as a kid.
What's going on, world? This your boy Najee from Cigar Talk.
Scared of other men.
Here,
like,
man,
that's why you push that scary shit over here. Grown ass men ain't scared of each other, man. Hold on, y'all. My bad. I'm trying to get it back to where I had it at.
Already prepared for it now. I'm like, okay, whatever. I just gotta wait in the ring. Just stay ready. Don't get frustrated with the weight or nothing like that.
Shout out to my brother, Mike Kirkland.
And I'm like, damn, like, everything I'm calling is just happening like how it's supposed to happen. And that was another thing. I'm like, if my predictions is this right, ding, 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 the round start, all my predictions is coming true.
Right. Mm-hmm. So after, like, we here, right? Like, you're the guy now.
Yeah.
You're the guy. This is four divisions.
Yeah.
The pound for pound conversation is always gonna happen. It's always gonna be.
Speaking of pound for pound,
when we not on this,
got Core at top 3. Move to number 3 on the pound for pound, y'all.
I made a tweet today. A lot of people agreed. A lot of people
homie Core layered up, leveled up on him.
I said
number
initially,
3.
The winner of this fight is a top 5.
They're gonna be punching the air over that,
with
y'all.
That performance, is top 3. I think to dominate him in that fashion, to me, is now in the top 3. Do you care about the pound for pound thing? Like, is that something like, I want y'all to know and recognize me as number 1, or you don't care at all?
Nah, I don't care no more.
Nah,
I don't care no more. At the end of the day, it's a political type of thing. Like, it's politics within this. Like, if this person likes this other person, they put the guys higher. For me personally, to go beat Teo the way that I did, with Teo being a 28-year-old fighter in his prime, he just dominated against a guy like Arnold Barboza, made him look like fool. And then I make him look even worse than Arnold Barboza looked against him.
That's true.
For me, I'm up there. Like you say, top 3, that's for me.
Yeah.
But, like,
Yeah.
I always know it's like a...
You got it right, because they got you sitting at top 3. Only 2 above you is NUA and Usyk. I mean, I wonder you snatch up a title in 5 divisions where they had you at.
List that can be just played with, like, guys could say anybody at this given point, but my numbers are doing great. I'm I done proven I'm one of the best fighters
He
on the
keep
planet.
leveling up,
And if we're
Blaze.
talking about
He keep
boxing,
leveling up.
because when you look up the art of boxing, it is hit and don't get
Brooklyn
hit.
Goat was good.
I am number one, to me, the best fighter on the planet. The only other fighter that I see in boxing that right now, that I'm like, okay, he probably can be
on the level.
Usyk.
Yeah.
Usyk. And that's at the art of hitting and don't get hit at the same time. Boxing.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. Listen, obviously, you know, we've had our in-the-way discussion already on camera, you know what I'm saying? But
like, come on now. And like, come on now, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, you be like, I don't like how you be sitting on in-the-way though.
Yo, in-the-way is a hell of a
zone
fighter.
thing you did.
I didn't mean it.
You
for,
put him in
for
the
it to be
good
that.
bracket. I said, nah, come on.
I didn't mean for it to be that way. I didn't mean it for. He was just like first. I didn't know all the names that was going to be coming.
All right.
But if I could do it over again, I would have put him in great.
All right, that's good to know. Because when I saw that, I said, nah, come on, this guy's crazy.
Like, I'm not going to disrespect him. He's at a lower weight class, so he's doing great things.
Yeah.
But, like, to me, I'm a better fighter than him. Like, I am harder to beat than anyway.
I agree with that. But I just think it's more now. It's a resume and accolades thing. But if I'm just talking about straight skills, yes, I think you are better than.
And that's how I feel.
Skills, yeah. Okay. So as far as the accolades, I mean, are those things important to you, like lineal titles and unifying and?
Lance,
you know
what it do, homie?
I mean, it's hard for me to make it important because I done seen Bud go undisputed. And like, yo, to this day, people don't get, and you one of the guys who I go back and forth with.
Yeah.
He don't get his credit that he deserves as being one of the greatest fighters of all time. And why? Because, his resume, bro, his last 3 fights made up for any resume that y'all even talking about that I still disagree with.
I mean, that's the political part. Like you said, there's politics that have come into play with Bud's resume. It's not like
do I care about the belts? Why would I care about the belts? Is that's how
yeah,
they treat fighters that care about the belts.
Well, I'm just saying is I guess Bud.
And real quick, not for nothing, man. It's like once upon a time, like these dudes, like, you know, dudes care about the belts and all that. But I think his tune has changed over the years because of the politics that come with it. And like he said, when these dudes see that you shout out to John BX, what's good, my guy? When they see that you want something, they treat you a certain way. It's like they hold it against you, right? And telling you politics be running the sport, it be ruining the sport, and it make it hard for people to follow the belts. It make it hard for the fighters to care because how they do. You look how they did it 4 days after winning a title, you know, simultaneously in another division. They strip him, trying to get $100K for a fight where he didn't even fight or defend that title, right? In another weight class. And the last time he fought was fighting the #1 guy and y'all got paid. And then y'all try to get an additional $100K. That's why people start not to care about the belts because it's more of a headache than anything. All it do is cost you more money at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? Cost more money than the shit be worth. But then you got the Ring Magazine belt that's worth $180K with real gold and the shit is free. Make it make sense, bro. Then you wonder why he has sport the ring belt. This is why people rock with the ring belt. It's not as much bullshit come with it, with the politics and oh man, you got to pay us to be a champion. After you just risked your life for 12 rounds for 36 minutes, yeah, you got to pay us to be able to wear this belt around your waist. That shit is crazy. And they out here asking for bogus ass amounts. Like this shit is just all good. I'm tired of people talking about, it's only $100K. Show me $100K before you can say only. The hell out of here, man. It's $100K that you could use to do something else rather than them just get your money just because with no rhyme or reason as to why they asking for it other than we the WBC and we make up the rules. Shit is whack, man. Just fought for your belt against the payday and you got paid. And then months later, he fight Teofimo Lopez. Now y'all think y'all deserve $100K of his money. It was just fucking wild to me. It's just really wild. Yeah, know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, they seen them there. Hey, Blaze, they seen them change. They was like, yeah, we need that right now.
Started to get more at the latter end, but I'm like, you still at 35 too. Well, or you still have a title at 35.
Yeah.
So it's like, Do you go back to 35 and take on, Muay just beat Andy Cruz? You know what I'm saying? Do you take on one of those?
If it's a lucrative fight, I would
I'm
love
telling you,
the
Ramon.
Muay Thai fight because I would beat him so easy.
Easy?
Oh my, easy.
Cool. You seen me did the Andy Cruz though. I know you watched that fight. I know you seen that fight.
Can I be honest with you?
Come on, because Andy Cruz nice. We both
Andy
agree.
Cruz is
Andy
nice.
Cruz is
He's
nice.
the truth.
And he lost the Muay Thai.
He don't have the experience.
Yeah, on the pro level. Yeah. Okay.
Like he's a great amateur, but like that's a 12-round fight. He went against a great pro. I think. What's the guy named
Muay Thai?
He's a good fighter.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's a bad fighter, but he used size and all he did was really control the center of the ring. If we being honest.
That Muay Thai did.
Yeah, that's all he really did.
He worked the body too, them good body shots.
But like that was a close fight.
It was a close fight.
Change the levels and working the body. It was a really good fight. It was competitive, but Muay Thai was controlling and dictating the terms and the pace of the fight, where you kind of knew he was edging it. It definitely was close. I would love to see Court fight Muay Thai. It's a really good fight, and people are high on him because he just got a win over Andy Cruz. It would be the perfect time for somebody to fight him. You get what I'm saying? I would love to see that fight with them two, but hopefully, man, if he don't go back down to 35, then Muay Thai will be willing to come up and make that fight, because that's a great fight at 35 or 40, wherever it could happen at. I just would want to see. Shout out to Raymond Muay Thai. He went out there and did his thing. Shout out to John BX. Appreciate the love, homie. Said, what up, Just? Now they crying about Court not going up to his 5th weight class. 147 for Dev, who was at his 3rd weight class. I've been saying it, John. I said it, bro. I don't have no problems with people asking him to go up there and see the fight because I want to see it. I think he could beat him with or without any clause. I don't think he need it. But furthermore, I just want people to understand what they're asking him to do. That's like asking Devin right now where he at to go up and fight maybe Boots, Xander Zayas, somebody up there. You know what I mean? One of them, right? And then move up to 160 and fight a champion there. You get what I'm saying? I don't think they'll ask him to do it. So it just put into perspective what Shakur will be on in his 5th weight class. That's not easy to do, being a guy that's 5'7", bro. So I hope he prove a lot of people wrong and just do that shit and beat him without it, because I think he can. Be a good fight, but skills pay the bills, man. And I think he got all the skills he need to win that fight. He just got to believe it. I could feel how I want. He got to believe he can go up there with no calls and beat him, and that he don't need it. And I hope he do. Hope he do. Well, Mauricio just the fight. Yeah, he did. Yeah, hopefully he'd be willing, because, we was talking about it a little earlier. Shakur was saying he willing to go to 140, and I did hear that Robert Garcia said a while back. He said this could be his last fight at 35, so maybe he'd be willing to go up to get the fight. Either way, I think it's a good fight. But Mauricio just messed up a few potential fights. I think Cal at 35, you know what I mean, with Court, you know what I mean? That's just stupid to strip him, yo. That 4 days later, they didn't even get a man a week, bro. 100K more after just paying y'all a few months ago. I wouldn't have paid him neither, bro. I would have let him take the belt too.
Exactly.
Very close fight.
But Andy is really an amateur still. Hell of a fighter, but he's not a 12-round fighter.
Yeah.
Like, that was, like, different for him. Being in that situation against a guy that's bigger than him, stronger than him. He really just didn't know what to do. But Muay Thai is a good fighter. I'm not taking none away from him.
But you would like that fight? That's
easy.
Work?
But the problem is how lucrative is a fight. Now it comes down to the business.
Yeah.
How much money are y'all going to pay me for this fight? I just fought against Teofimo Lopez in one of the biggest fights in Madison Square Garden.
Great. The biggest fight for the new Madison Square Garden. They said that's the most numbers as for the new Madison Square Garden.
When we go to Muay Thai, it's like how lucrative is the fight.
That makes sense. I mean, a lucrative fight. You and Conor Ben, you called them out straight off the rip. Conor Ben, what's up, boy?
But then I hear he started talking about he don't want to do the rehydration clause. But how you don't want to do the rehydration clause when you just got in the ring with Chris Eubank and he was half dead in the ring?
Yeah, definitely the second one. The first one, I felt like, I don't know.
Bro, he was half
the first
dead,
one felt
bro.
a little like, you know what I'm saying?
If the man half dead in there and Conor Ben is taking advantage of the guy, what is the problem with jumping in the ring with me the same way?
But would you, all right, if it's no rehydration, no fight?
And look, I'll say this. I did my homework on rehydration clauses. I know what it is and what it ain't. Feel how you want, different strokes for different folks. You fighting outside your weight class, and you fighting a dude that's fought considerably higher than you, as high as 160. I don't think you being solved by implementing a rehydration clause. Like I said, different strokes for different folks. If you can put the rehydration clause on Chris Eubank twice, if it's good for the goose, it should be good for the gander. People should take a second look at the Connor Ben if you're willing to put it on somebody else, but not willing to accept it yourself when it's your turn. Like, that's Buster energy to me. Cecil, what it do, homie? Shout out to everybody in the building still rocking. Hit that like button, y'all. YouTube charge 100K because you moved to Twitch trying to take the babies. I'm telling you, bro, lose my mind, bro. I'm telling you. Zamir, Ben, look. Ben did it to Eubank. That's what I'm saying. He did it to Eubank, but you know what I mean? He don't want to do it himself. And again, for me, if you're a guy that's going to be in your 5th weight class and now you talking about a rehydration clause, I don't think you crazy. Again, these dudes have found a legal loophole. I'm going to make the weight and I'm going to beat 3-4 weight classes above the weigh-in limit when I weigh in. It is what it is. That works for some people. Maybe it don't. I'm not knocking nobody. Different strokes for different folks. But again, it's not a rehydration clause. It's not about weakening one fighter or the other, or weakening the big fighter and making it easy for the little guy. They both got to adhere to the same rules. And at the end of the day, if you can do it to one guy, you should have no problem doing it. Somebody doing it to you, especially if he's so easy and you think he's just going to get in there and ragdoll him. You get what I'm saying? That's what he think it's just going to be easy. It's not.
What am I fighting for? Why am I going to? I'm not a 147
fighter. Facts,
I don't plan on going to 147.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, everybody want to keep making this.
Yeah.
Like, this 147 thing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, he's better than everybody at 135, 140. Sure. Nobody could beat him. So now we got to test him out at 147.
That's how.
Because he that good.
Yeah. But you know that though. That's the.
But tell me I'm that good then. Tell me I'm that good then. Yeah. If that's how y'all feel, tell me. I want to hear it.
Yeah, I like that. I will say yes.
He probably did teach.
And when people are that
I'm not sure.
We want to see a.
Did he say it in this?
Fight.
This is my
that's
first time listening.
And that's what I thought Tio was gonna get, and we ain't get that.
Damn. Damn, y'all.
We gotta find another one.
I feel bad for y'all, because y'all gonna be waiting for the rest of my career. Like, God damn, oh shit, we want to see some. It ain't gonna happen. The most y'all gonna ever get is a Zepeda. That was y'all best hope and chance at getting resistance. Yes.
Nah, not at 35.
Oh my God.
The guy at 35, he's not even in the conversation no more. So that's...
His style, bro. Styles make fights. The style that will give me the most resistance will be the guy who throws 1,000,000 punches around and don't stop punching.
Yeah.
Not nobody that's going to even like throw any less punches than that.
So it got to be that type, like how Madonna was for Floyd, like that type of style.
No, he just was rugged and rough.
Yeah, I think that could work.
That's not gonna do it.
Nah, you'll do that.
No. I'm strong. You don't like.
You are strong. No,
I don't know. Like,
true.
I think that's the part that they missing. Like,
yeah,
I'm strong. Like, I'm
that's
physically I could throw people around too.
There was parts in the Tio fight where I did get inside, and you was.
Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah.
Come on.
I seen it.
So
when he put Tio in that headlock, he was so comfortable with it. I was like, yo, this dude physically stronger than Tio. Tio can't throw him around and have his way with him. That's an interesting dynamic. You know what I mean? Not having the upper hand when you get in the inside either. Man, shit's creepy.
Who's on your list? Like, all right, you want to make the money. You at the point now, you're the guy, the marquee fights. You can dictate things now. It's not like only before. Like 2 years ago, it was like, Shakur, we got to see. Now you in a power position now. So if you got to make the decision, like, all right, these guys is on my list now.
I mean, like I said, it's about who the most lucrative. And the guys that's the lucrative fights is the guys that I'm going to fight. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I see Pitbull. Pitbull is a guy that's a name in the sport.
Yeah, I like that.
And honestly, it's a lot of casual fans that love Pitbull.
Yeah.
So most of his fan base is the guys that's like casuals and believe that.
And a lot of Mexicans.
They believe that a guy like Pitbull would be the style to
stand up. What it do, homie?
Easy work.
Easy work. That's a good fight. I like the.
And strong ain't got shit to do with knocking somebody out. Butcher, what's good with it? This dude's an idiot, bro. I'm about to permanently block you from the channel. You just keep typing the same dumbass shit. I'm tired of seeing it, bro. It's dumb. Like, shut up. Damn, man. Go troll another chat. You don't even do good trolling. You like an idiot or something, bro. Shut the hell up. If Shakur punched you in your face, he'll knock your goofy ass out. You just keep typing the same shit about power. If he punched you in your face, it would hurt, you goofy ass dude. You didn't see him knock out Josh Padley? Damn dummy. Shut up, man. Keep typing the same stuff. That shit is so annoying. Just keep saying, you don't got no power. You don't got no power. And you about to be blocked permanently from this channel. Shut your ass up, man. You a goofy, man. Like, that shit is just annoying. Same goofy shit over and over. It's called boxing, you damn fool. Dumbass dude. Everybody, you don't get a knockout every single fight. It's boxing. When knockouts fail, he can always rely on his boxing skill. Matter of fact, this for the clip for the dumbass people that keep talking about power and Tio's athleticism. Y'all ain't hear RIP to nothing. Y'all ain't hear
athleticism is a beast. When you a young athlete, you faster than Roy Jones, faster than everybody. But when it slow down, we're gonna find out, did you learn how to fight? Did you learn how to fight? See, a man who learns how to fight can keep that. At 60 years old, there'll still be people out here he can beat. He shouldn't be fighting them. But at 60, don't know how to fight? No, he knows how to fight much. But that's not what he built his legacy. His legacy was built on. He was incredible for God sending the earth that way. But what happens when God slows us all down? Did you learn the fundamentals of how to cover up, block, catch shots? Did you learn the fundamentals of when a guy rocked you or headbutt you, hit you in the back of the head? Did you learn that? Barrow has all the fundamentals.
Exactly. What be happening to those knockout guys when they can't get knockouts? What be happening to them knockout guys when they ain't getting knockouts? Look, and I ain't taking no shots at nobody. I'm just talking boxing. Dudes are going to a fight at 100% KO ratio, and you get in a fight with a guy that you can't knock out. What do you have to fall back on? You get what I'm saying? You got fundamentals and boxing ability. You technically sound, right? Defensively responsible. That shit gonna take you a lot farther than just having power or just being strong. Got to know more about boxing. Educate yourself. Stop saying the same dumbass shit every day. We didn't see you knock somebody out, so that means you're not strong. You ain't heard Sean Porter tell you he's physically strong. Matter of fact, I'll play another clip from Sean Porter to let you know what he had to say about Shakur. Shit like this, like it rubs it in, right? Because this somebody that shared the ring with him, right? Not only did he say he physically strong, this is what else he said when he sparred.
You win 4 rounds sparring Shakur. No, I did not. What the hell? No, absolutely not.
Did you win a round?
But every time, no, I did not. I didn't win a round. Right. But every time I hit him, I did make it known. I got you, because I know he's not used to getting hit. He's, that percentage of how much he doesn't get hit is virtually amazing, and I got to see that up close and personal, which is why I got in the ring and spar with him. Well, on top of the fact that he practically been calling me out for years to spar with him. So that was a good sparring session. No, I didn't win a round. Maybe I won a round. Maybe. Ask him. We're going to have to ask him.
Yeah, he might give you the benefit of the doubt, give you some props.
And man, not only did he prove to Sean Porter that he was physically strong, he didn't win not one round. Hate on that, man. You the type of dude to keep talking about where a guy falls short, but you see all the things that make him who he is, but you'll talk about what he not. Only in boxing do we ask the pure boxers to be knockout artists. Nowhere in basketball do you hear for people to ask Steph Curry to turn into LeBron James and go above the rim, and now he dunking. Do anybody ask Steph Curry to be Anthony Edwards? Do anybody ask him that? Do anybody ask LeBron to be Steph Curry? Or do they just appreciate him for what it is that he do instead of keep talking about, damn, man, Steph been playing all these years. He still can't dunk the ball. Imagine that. LeBron been playing all these years. He still can't shoot the 3 like Steph. Imagine you complaining about some dumb shit like that. Yes, by far, he is one of the smartest boxers in the game. Shout out to Jannar. By far, one of the smartest boxers in the game. That's why I tell you, when it comes to him, you're going to miss it. You keep talking about physical, power, strength. He can't hit like this. Whole time he out thinking you, beating you up, and you can't land your so-called power. And now he beating you up, and your confidence is bleeding up out of you. Your face leaking. Ask Tio. Eye leaking and shit. Now he's standing right in front of you. You can't do shit about it. The jab that you said was easy, you can't do nothing. You can't even get past it. That's what's wrong with boxing. We got too many like uneducated weirdos with opinions. Everybody don't deserve an opinion, bro. I swear some of y'all don't deserve an opinion, bro. You say the most ignorant stuff, man. Build boxing up. Stop tearing it down, bro. We talking about a great boxer, arguably one of the best you're going to watch of this era. Telling you, it's going to take a special SOB to beat this dude. I'm telling you that. So you go get in line with the rest of the dummies. Y'all been sitting back for about 25 fights, hoping and praying somebody beat him. Hoping and praying. Ain't came close. And then the toughest competition, he cooked him. So you know what you say? Yeah, he ain't knock him out, though. Shut up. Just shut up. Get beat up like your daddy used to, man. Hit that like button. Y'all support the channel. We about to hit 3 hours.
Would you
Still about 80 people here.
I think
Let's
he's at
rock,
47 now.
Exactly. Now, I'm going to tell you again, and I told all of these guys.
Mont was good with it.
If y'all want me to come to 147, I'm coming in with rehydration clauses. I don't even do that.
Thanks, bro.
But why am I going up to these guys' weight classes if I'm not planning on going there? So any of y'all want to fight me at 147?
Yeah, rehydration.
10 pounds.
10-pound rehydration. Like the IBF rule, basically.
You got to understand. That means on fight night, when we get in the ring, they're going to be 157, maybe 158.
Max.
No bigger than 160 that night.
Right.
I'm cool with that.
So if we could get it like, all right, like the IBF.
But I don't think he being unreasonable. I don't think he being too unreasonable. But the fact is, dudes want to weigh in at whatever weight they in. And then I'm going to rehydrate. I'm going to be a Super Saiyan. Now I'm 3-4 weight classes above where I weighed in at. And they think that shit ain't having some wild ass advantage. But they're like, but he made the weight though. I don't want to hear that weird ass shit. I don't want to hear that. That's like put your fighter in the guy that you like the most. Put him in a disadvantage like that and see if you like it. You get what I'm saying? You would never want to see your fighter at that type of disadvantage. A 20 pound, 15, 20, 25 pound weight disadvantage. That shit is ridiculous. You get what I'm saying? That's very reasonable. He's telling you I'm not a 47 pounder. I've never told you I was going there, but I'll go there for certain fights. I'm not going there. You dudes want to rehydrate up close to 180 pounds. Damn near running around light heavyweight in the ring. Talking about, yeah, I'm a welterweight. Yeah, nah. Conor Ben. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to play the little clip from Conor Ben in a second. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, guys should not be able to rehydrate 3 to 4 weight classes above where they weighed in at. I think that's wild. And I don't care what fighter does it. I'm not taking shots at nobody. I'm standing on what I believe. I don't believe nobody should weigh in at any weight. And then by fight night, you 4 weight classes above where you weighed in at. You fight at 130, but fight night, you a damn middleweight. You get what I'm saying? Junior middleweight, that shit is wild to me. That's a lot of weight. I'm telling you. And again, if you are a firm believer that there are weight classes for a reason, then you understand why I feel the way I feel. I wasn't against it when nobody else put a rehydration clause, because I've always said this. If you are campaigning or willing to take a fight outside of where you fight at, your natural weight, right? You kind of giving up size and you say something about a rehydration. I'm not looking at you sideways. The man just moved out to 140 that we're somewhere where he never fought. No rehydration at all. Let Teo do exactly whatever he wanted to do. You get what I'm saying? Teo came in weighing whatever he wanted to weigh. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it is. It's the same way. I said the same thing for Gervonta Tank Davis. The only time he's put a rehydration clause is if you're fighting outside of your weight class. That was Barrios at 140. That man is not a 140 pounder. He fought. He did better business. He outsmarted the shit out of Ryan Garcia. Tricked him into making 136 instead of making that last pound and then rehydrating what he want. And he had a rehydration clause because we know what? Ryan Garcia is another big ass dude. That's why. And tomorrow we're gonna address this for real in full. We're gonna get this out the way. I'm gonna pull the rule back up. I'm gonna let y'all know what it is. It's too much misinformation out there about rehydration clauses, bro. It is way too much misinformation. That's why people look at it the way they do. They think it's put in place to give either the smaller guy the advantage or the bigger guy. No, it's to level the playing field so guys is not duping the system by making the weight and then blowing up to a whole different weight class on fight night talking about you a welterweight. That's why y'all don't like it. That's the only reason people complaining about it, because it don't favor the favorite fighter or the fighters that they watch. Big ass dudes fighting way below their weight class. Guys struggling and killing themselves to make weight to rehydrate and be a bully on fight night. That's what that shit is, bro. I'm telling you, that's what that shit really be. Big shout out to Mike Kirkland, man. Showing much love in that super chat. Y'all hit that like button. Support the Bills. Support the grind. Shout out to Mike Kirkland. He said, talk your shit after all the shit you took when the Admin fight happened and all they did and still talk shit about. You get me? They won't shut up about Admin. That's why I say they gonna get this work, Mike. But I'm gonna still be realistic. I'm gonna be logical. I'm gonna give y'all a good conversation. But this generation of boxing fans, they don't like to hear you get your just due. You know what I'm saying? They like, let me tell you how boring he was. Let me tell you how he ain't knock him out. Let me tell you how he hurt his hand. Let me tell you, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Hell nah. He cooked his ass, man. And I'm telling you, it's going to be the same for a lot of these other dudes, man. He get an opportunity, they're going to lose too. Not as bad. I ain't going to say he's going to cook everybody like that, but it's a lot more people that's going to lose to his hand when it's all said and done if they get in the ring. Mark my words.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
right.
I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
All he had to do is lose one more pound. Y'all, and no clauses. Tank outsmarted him. You get what I'm saying? Tank like, yo, this dude, you know what I'm saying? Outsmarted. Barrios, you 6 foot, you big as hell. I ain't no 140 pounder. Rehydration clause. But they like, oh, nah, he did it because he's scared. No, he did it because he's smart. Dudes be doing good business, man. Rehydration clauses for all you guys that want to be 3 or 4 weight classes above where you weigh in at. Like, we don't know what y'all doing. Get the hell out of here. And y'all want to talk about somebody being scary? The rehydration clause, like I said, levels the playing field. It doesn't give one guy or the other unfair advantage, man. That's just what people think, and they run with that shit. Too much misinformation, man. That shit was never put in place to say, you know what, let's give one guy the advantage versus the other. Truth be told, some of y'all shouldn't even be fighting in the weight classes y'all at. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Dudes want to come in 25, 30-pound weight advantages, talking about somebody scared. Yo, it's wild how people can't find my live and they keep showing it like I'm not even like, yo, this is, you know what? Let's keep rolling, y'all. I'm going to play a little bit more of this, man, and we're going to head out, man. Hit that like button. We still got 70 people in this.
10-pound rehydration.
Yes, but think about it. If there's no rehydration clause, these guys going to give it up to 170 pounds.
Yeah, 175.
I'm in the 140s on fight night.
Yeah.
Listen to what he's saying.
140, they 170. Bro, I'm not. What am I in here wrestling around with these?
Right.
Come on, bro.
How did you feel at 140 though? Like compared to 35, did you feel?
And that's what he said. Tell me he lying. Dude's gonna be running around 170 plus while he in the 140s. And you telling me that's not a problem with that? It's not a problem with that, right? So welterweights should fight super middleweights, right? Since you get what I'm trying to say, like think about the weight discrepancy. Dudes is full of shit, man. I'm telling you. I don't respect it. Packing on 3 or 4 weight classes amount of weight, like bro, 3 or 4 weight classes worth of weight, and from the time you weigh in to fight night, and you telling me that's not crazy? You cool with that? That's completely normal because everybody do that, right? Not everybody does that, man. Not everybody does that. So what he's saying is not unreasonable at all to me. You know what I mean? Now I know he crapped on it before with Tank, but I think he was misinformed too. People need to stop with the misinformation. It been out of 31 fights from Gervonta Davis, it was 2 guys that had rehydration clauses. Both guys that blow up pretty big in between camps. Both of them. Barrios and Ryan, goofy asses. Yeah, but see, that's the crazy part. That I think they misinformed because he said all these clauses in all these fights, but Tank don't have clauses in all his fights. But that's what people were saying. So a lot of times these fighters repeat what the masses be saying, and there's been too much information out there for too long. Tank is only doing what Shakur would be doing if he fighting outside of his weight class. That's all. It wasn't scary when Tank doing it. It's not scary for Shakur. It's a bit of double talk because once upon a time he had an issue with it. You get what I'm saying? But I think now that you're in that situation, you can see that it ain't got nothing to do with being scary. It got something to do with doing business, being smart, not letting nobody trick you out your spot. Dudes want to have these crazy ass weight advantages and act like like it don't exist. We not fools. Yeah. And let's keep going, man.
Feel any difference, or was it like in your body? Like, does it feel any different?
Game all night was good,
Both
my
of them
guy.
I'm gonna be straight because the weight is easy to make. So
no, I know it's easy, but did you feel the same? Like,
yes.
As far as your performance, or did you feel stronger? Did you feel?
I felt good on both parts.
Yeah.
I felt good on whether I'm at 135 or 140.
You know, if you want a belt at 47, I don't think no one's ever held.
Who got the IBF?
At 147, Lewis Crocker.
Oh shit.
Lewis Crocker got it.
His name ain't big enough.
Yeah, it's not. But he got the IBF 147. But nobody's never done that except, like, I think one of them old, super old timers that had
Henry
3 belts.
Armstrong, right?
Yeah, I think it might have been Henry Armstrong. They got 3 belts.
Henry Armstrong did it, I think.
Jack.
No, I think it was Henry Armstrong.
Okay.
Yeah, Henry Armstrong.
Yeah. I would love to do it.
Yeah. Where does this fight put you mentally? Do you still feel like the same Shakur, or do you feel like you want a different? Now, mentally, this made you feel different.
Hell no, I still feel like the same person.
Same thing?
Ain't nothing changed because it's like when you know it already and it's already written, it don't surprise you. Like, it did not surprise me. It's like, okay, I just did what I was supposed to do. Nothing new. It surprises the people that believe bad things about me, that didn't believe that I was who I been.
Yeah, I think he right, man. I think he right. Shout out to Najee, man. Cigar Talk. Big Cigar Talk, always with the dope drops and the interviews, man. There's an excellent build from him and Core. Some good takeaways. Look, man, he got options, bro. I think with getting stripped of the belt, that might interfere with some of his. Damn, I forgot the hold on, man. My bad, y'all. I gotta play a little bit more of that because I didn't get to the part. I think he talked about T. I didn't even get to that part, right?
Do you like the legacy aspect? Like, this added.
It's almost at the end, so let it keep rocking, y'all.
Do you enjoy that part of it?
It's cool. It's cool.
You
what
not cool with this shit.
You know what I like. Hype. You know what I like about it is that one of the guys that they've been like claiming would beat me or being a top guy in the sport finally signed up to fight me. Yeah. After all of these years, I've been kind of campaigning that I want to fight against the best of the best, and it's people in or around my weight that would have not jumped up and waiting for a Teo. They would not even thought about fighting against Teofimo Lopez because, he's fighting at 140 and he's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's athletic. But I said, fuck it, I'm going to take the risk.
Yeah.
And when I took the risk, it all paid off. So for me, I'm just happy that somebody actually did it. Somebody, and they got to give credit to Teo.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
I agree.
I felt bad. After the fight, I went in the not in the locker room, the doctors, they went to check me and shit. And I seen Teo in there. We actually took a picture together and everything. But he was in there dolo. Dolo. I'm like
none of his team, nobody?
Where everybody at?
Right.
Why is he in here dolo? Me and him having a full-on conversation. He pulled me to the side, just one-on-one. Me and him had a good little convo, but nobody else is in here with him. I didn't like that. Like, that didn't make me feel good because I knew him since, like, back in the day. So it's like, I kind of feel bad because at the end of the day, we just boxers and we giving our heart and our soul to our craft, and we go in there and risk our life for the dangers for the public and ourselves too, entertainment. Mm-hmm. And for nobody to be surrounded with him at that moment, that's supposed to be right there on his shoulder, on his hip, I ain't like that. I wasn't cool with that.
That's a good, I like that you said that, you know what I'm saying?
Real quick, we're gonna talk about it because it was it was a discussion about Teo being left hanging. We're gonna get into that more tomorrow too, man. I'm gonna review the Roy Jones and Andre Ward interview where they talked about it, but his manager, I believe, had made a statement, and he kind of responded to the claims of nobody being there for Teo after he lost. Now, look, I wasn't there, and I know, things happen, people be moving around or whatever the case, but he's saying it's a rumor. He's saying it's nonsense, basically. This is his manager pretty much saying that the rumor that nobody was with Teo after the fight is nonsense. He said, I was in a medical tent with him for most of the time he was there. He said I was gone for a 5 or 10 minute period where I walked back to the locker room to make sure his family was okay. After he got cleared by the doctor, we left the garden and hung back out at the hotel till 6 a.m. with Teo. So he's saying, that's right from Keith Connolly. So he's saying that they was with him, but of course, saying wasn't nobody with him when he seen him, and it looked like they kind of left him hanging. You know what I'm saying? Left him by himself, which is nasty work if they really left the man by himself. And in the biggest moment of his life, he lose. And that's why I say everybody loves a winner. They'll be there when you win it, but people won't be there when you lose. It's not the same. Everybody loves supporting and cheering for the winner, but that shit hit different when a guy lose. That's why on this channel, since my very first live stream, I always made it clear that over here on this channel, I support people win, lose, or draw. A loss don't mean the end of the road or end of my support. You know what I mean? I support you all the way up until you lose. That's fake. That's why I call myself a supporter of boxing and not a fan. Not saying I can't be a fan of nobody, but I feel like fans are the ones that'll switch up on you the minute you lose. Say you miss weight, you get stripped of a title, anything, something go wrong, outside the ring activity, anything, people switch up on you. That's what a fan is to me. Fans just go with the flow. They go with the winners. They go with the big names. They don't rock with you after you lose. People throw you away and they be done with you. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's unfortunate if it's any truth to the fact that his people wasn't there with him to support him after he took a loss. I think that would be nasty work, but look, it's always two sides to the story. And Keith did put out this statement saying, he was with him, but people said they didn't see his father. And we're going to get into that more tomorrow too. His father, Andre Ward spoke about what his father said, and he echoed some of my same sentiments about it. Sounded like he was disconnected himself from the actual fight. Like, look, I showed you everything. I told you what to do. You're not doing it. That's not a good look, man. You got to encourage him, and you were supposed to breathe life into him. And instead of breathing life into him, you did a poor job at coaching, and you planted a bad seed in his head. You told him he gonna hate himself, and he was in an interview saying that we're gonna cover that interview and stuff tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned. Everybody in here, hit the like button, sub to the channel if you haven't. Make sure your notifications on. Support the grind, man. It's been a dope build, and it's plenty more to get into. We're gonna talk about all that. We're gonna talk about more about if Teo Sr., if it's time for him to, take the back seat. We're gonna talk about it. It's a good conversation, man. Big shout out to Mike Kirkland. Appreciate all the love, bro. So I think Shakur has a Floyd Mayweather mentality. Prove you can beat me, and I will train like he broke out because of the Olympic losses. My opinion. I'm telling you, I said it, Mike, when he cried in the Olympics after losing. I felt the same way I felt seeing Floyd. I said that shit about to create a different kind of monster. You ain't see Floyd lose another fight. You get what I'm saying? And he didn't lose that fight. Some people think that Shakur should have been a gold medalist and that he beat Robisi. I ain't gonna argue it. He got his silver medal, but I felt like him crying, it created a different kind of beast. And that's why you see the kind of competitor you see today. He ain't trying to lose again to nobody for nothing. If you're going to beat him, it's going to be because you better than him, not because he slipped up. You know what I'm saying? And didn't cross his T's and dot his I's. Big shout out to Mike Kirkland, man. Much love, man. Said the father was cheerleading. Yeah, I think the father just didn't do the best job at coaching, and some of those moments was captured. And now the fact that it's any talk about him not being in his son's corner in his most trying moment, his most difficult moment, is tough to hear. So I don't know, man. Teofimo seems like he got some soul searching to do, just like any other time you lose. But a good thing for him, he was seen back in the gym. Teo was back in the gym. He was back working out and stuff. So he looked like he good. He back running with stitches on his face or whatever. He looked like he good. He in good spirits. But this is, the last clip I played before we head out. And this is what Conor Ben has said in regards to Shakur and the Cigar talk.
Hey, Shakur, Wembley, locked in. Be ready. You want the rehydration clause? You gotta pay. Yeah? I'll still smash your ass. First fight down at 147 in 3 years. And I'll still give it to you.
And we're going to talk more on that tomorrow, too. I'm going to keep that clip because he's saying locked in Wembley. Like, he sounded like, like they got something going on right there. I don't know how true it is. I don't know if they got something planned, but we'll see. He's saying you want a rehydration clause, you got to pay me. Let's do it. Wembley is locked in. First fight at 147 in 3 years, and he still is smash him. Look, if Core get Conor Ben in there with the rehydration clause, this could get very interesting. I know he's very strong and aggressive, and 47 looked like he's where he was his strongest, but he ain't been there since about 3 years, since 2021 or something, I thought. Maybe, right? Or so. So he is dropping weight from 160 all the way back down. That could prove to be an issue. You never know. So I think Shakur is just looking to capitalize. If he can make a big fight in the UK, possibly a stadium type fight, especially after selling out the MSG over 21K in his first pay-per-view. If he can follow that up with a big-ass UK fight, say in a stadium with a guy like Conor Ben or Dalton Smith, I think he'd be cooking with grease, man. It's all about making that next big fight for yourself. And I know Core got his eyes on the playing field at 40, and he's looking at guys potentially, possibly at 47 if he can get them in there under the right circumstances. So we'll see, man. I think the sky's the limit for him, man. I think his skill is evident. He's shown you that. He's shown you all the things that people said he couldn't do. He showed you in the Williams to pay to fight offensively. Everything they said he couldn't do defensively at a high level, he showed you he could do it against Teofimo, as well as shut the guy out, right? Look at his face. He beat Teofimo face up. I don't want to say he's broken because I want to see how he'll respond after this loss, but I think for that night, he definitely broke his confidence. He gave him a boxing lesson, and he sent him back to the drawing board with a lot of questions. And the biggest question I think we got for Teofimo is, will he add anybody to his training regimen, like in his corner, or will he just keep the same old corner? And is he cool with, Teofimo Lopez Sr. being the guy in the main guy in the corner? We seen Brian Norman recently just make a change from his dad, right? They still locked in and cool, so it wouldn't be the craziest thing to see Teofimo do it. You know what I'm saying? And Shakur not only snatched Teo belts, but he became the 25th fighter, to win a belt in 4 different weight classes, man. And made number 25, bro. That's how special he is. So I want people to think about that. When you say, oh, you glazing him, or you exaggerating his accomplishments and all that stupid stuff, I just want y'all to know that he's the 25th boxer out of thousands, tens of thousands of boxers to win a title in 4 different weight classes. 25th. And I think he might have done it with the least amount of fights. He ain't the youngest, but he done it with the least amount of fights, I believe, with 25. So you seen him. They moved him up. Number 3 on the pound for pound list. I think it's hard to argue with. You know what I'm saying? I think it's hard to argue with. He doing his thing. And he only 28. He got more to accomplish, man. Let's see how far he'll take it. We're going to see what this big win over Teofimo does for Shakur moving forward. If he sticks around at 140, he did get stripped, so maybe he has less of an incentive to go back down to 35. We don't know. I can't make the decision for him. He probably ain't made up his mind yet, so we're going to see. But he told the WBC he wasn't paying no 100K, and now he's stripped. So we'll see what the landscape for him look like at 140, man. It's a lot of talent there. It's a lot of fights to be made. I want to see any of them. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me this ain't one of the best fighters of this era of boxing, period. You know what I mean? Not just, if it ain't the performances, it's shutouts, it's the accomplishments, you name it. I think he's doing a bit of all of it, right? Chasing legacy, snatching up the accolades. He's trying to fight the best fighters. He's trying to give us meaningful fights, and he's doing a damn good job at it. I think MSG, those numbers show you that he got star power. I think if he has a great dance partner, he'll continue to do well. You know what I'm saying? Fighters like him need dance partners to complement their skill set. It's just that simple. When you put them in there with guys that's, less than elite, you're going to leave. It just leave too much room for complaining. When you put them in there with another guy that's supposed to be on par with him or supposed to be a world-class, world-level elite guy, that's when you're going to see the best Shakur Stevenson. So hopefully this fight moving forward is the beginning of big fights to come for this dude, because, again, I think the bigger the fight he's in, the better it is for us, and we all win. I think the more motivated he is, the better he'll perform. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Even the UK fans know what Shakur would do to Conor. They know what's up. They know what's up. Shout out to Mike Kirkland, man. So I don't know, Tristan Kenny over here. You over here at Just Do. So over here on Just Do, everybody gets supported. You get what I'm saying? Shakur fought De Los Santos. He cooked the dude injured and sick. He went in there under conditions where a lot of guys wouldn't dare get in there. You get what I'm saying? So respect to him, man. Over here, everybody gets respected. You know what I mean? We don't trash nobody and we don't do no bandwagon. We support boxing. We give everybody a Just Do for sure, for sure. Big shout out to Big Dog Willie, man. Much love. He said, now the Haney Cole and the Tanky Maniacs hating. Now, dang, yeah, man. It's crazy. They pissed off, man. They said he was born and everything Saturday. I'm like, man, y'all down bad, huh? Don't want to get a man his credit.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your Just Do.
Shout out to Big Dog Willie. Appreciate the love, homie. And while we wrapping up, we almost 3.5 hours in. We got another one. Yeah, Barry. Shakur is not a real fighter. He's a runner, bro. I like Mike Tyson's style. There goes something we got in common, man. So you might like some boxing, man. Tyson's my guy. That's the reason I watch boxing to this day. But tell me something, hey, Barry, man. While we still in here, there's still 60 people in here. Hey, man, fill us in, Barry. Shakur got 25 fights. I've seen them all. I don't know how many you've seen. Hey, Barry, can you do me a favor, fam? Can you tell me the fights I should go watch that's going to show me that Shakur's a runner? You say he's a runner. So out of 25 fights, you should be able to point to several fights that I should go rewatch. Because, again, I watched them already. So let me know the fights, Barry, that I should go rewatch that's going to show me Shakur is a runner. Because I know he just fought Saturday. I mean, he cooked Teo right in front of him. That wasn't no running there. I mean, the fight before that was Williams Zepeda. He beat Williams Zepeda at his own game. It wasn't no running there. The fight before that, who was that? Was that Josh Padley? He stopped him. It wasn't no running there. The fight before that was Artem. I was at that fight. He beat him up, had him on the back foot the last 3-4 rounds of the fight. He didn't run there. So I'm just trying to figure out where the fight's at. He said, I meant, nah. Saying somebody's a runner is saying exactly that. You ain't, how you meant to say he ain't got no power is you say he's a runner. You say he's not a real fighter. For one, you called a guy that just made history. He just added his name. He's the 25th fighter, boxer, male or female, in the tens and thousands of boxers through all of the years to be a 4-division champion. Start right there. What's not real about that? I know you might not like his style. That's fine. I'm not here to argue anybody that's criticizing the style. You don't like it, you don't like it. It's like jazz. Everybody don't like jazz. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with core. But when you say somebody's not a real fighter, you got to make it make sense. What is he, a fake fighter? Like, what is he? Not a real fighter. Like, why? Because he don't stand still and let you punch on him? You know he got the highest plus-minus ratio in boxing, means hitting and not getting hit. And do you know he's number 2 in combination punches landed? So when people say he don't fight, the numbers say otherwise. You get me? When you say somebody's a runner, you should be able to name the fights like X, Y, and Z. You should be able to say this fight, that fight, this fight, that fight. See what I'm saying? Nah, Tyson, that's not why Tyson a legend. Tyson a legend because what is he, the youngest heavyweight champion in the history of the sport? That's why Tyson a legend. You know what I'm saying? He's not a legend because he went life and death. Ain't shit cool about taking punishment, bro. You know what I mean? Shout out to his holy champ. Why didn't Tio walk through him? Why didn't any of these guys? You get what I'm saying, fam? Why do any of these guys walk through him? I just try to tell y'all every single time somebody say something about him and it's not true, I try to get him to tell the truth about it. Tell me who he ran against. Yeah, that must be AB more boxing. Is that you? Be more boxing. Is that you, G? Sound like be more boxing over there. Well, y'all see I made my point right at the end of the live, right? You can't tell me he went from saying he's a runner, he's not a real fighter, he's a runner. He like Mike Tyson to, oh, that's not what I meant. I meant, what did you mean? Do he run or don't he run? Now he don't run. Now what else is it now? Now he's not a real fighter because he won't let you beat him up. Oh man. Shit, that's amazing, bro. Amazing. Santos, he backed Santos down too. So that don't work. The Santos fight don't work. And again, when you say runner, it's 25 fights. That's one. It's still 24 more fights. If you see a guy go out and get a knockout once, do you label him a KO artist? No, right? So do you see a guy out there and you quote unquote this running that y'all said he did? You seen it one time in De Los Santos fight, right? What about the 24 other fights? Have you ever seen it again? No, right? So how the hell could you be a runner when you got one poor example of as to how he ran from somebody? You see my problem with y'all with that running narrative? You keep hanging on to one fight. What about the 4 fights? He got 4 fights after that. Did he run in any of those fights? Because if you're a runner, you're going to run more times than not, right? Majority of your fights you're going to run. It's not going to just be one fight, right? It'll be multiple. Why y'all keep talking about the same fight? I wonder why that is. Shout out to Mike Kirkley, man. Appreciate that love, man. And the super chat supporting the grind as always, man. He said, hater vision is real, Just Do. I had it for Loma versus Devin. Close rounds. Dave DeLoma, haven't seen a close Shakur fight. Me neither, Mike. I still haven't seen it, even when he was sick and injured. No close fights. Only UDs and stoppages. UDs and stoppages, man. Yeah, mostly more stoppages than the knockouts, but a pure boxer, man. You know what I'm saying? Pure boxer. What round did Core run in against Tio? That's hey Cal. You hear me? I'm just trying to see something. We trying to see where all his running be at that he be doing. I'm just trying to figure it out. Man, y'all see somebody, and that's really how boxing fans are now. You know what I'm saying? That's how boxing fans are. Well, that's unfortunate, Barry. I'm going to be truthful. I don't even pay for boxing. Fire stick game. That's not a flex, Barry. You part of the problem, fam. You part of the problem. You part of the problem. No. You got to make it make sense. That's not a fight worth looking over, bro. That's a bad example, man. That's a bad example, bro. That's a bad example. You tell me one fight. So again, like you got to do better than that. You can't give me the one fight that I know what it looked like. Do you see him on the front foot backing De Los Santos down to the point where his team was asking him why wasn't he taking more chances? It's a bad example, bro. That dude left the fight talking about he didn't want to get hit with something. Why would I go watch that fight again? Why? You know what I'm saying? Again, you talking about a runner. Name another fight. Do another. Come on, Tristan. Come on, man. Got a couple minutes left in the live. Come on, man. You got to do better than De Los Santos. Come on, Barry. Come on, Barry. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Barry. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all gotta find another fight. He said, damn, Dingleberry. Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking the questions here. I ain't answering none of your questions no more. You gotta answer mine, fam. It don't go like that. You want me to answer a question? Super chat it. See how my brother Mike Kirkland support? Super chat it. Other than that, if you can't name no fights for me, I can't answer no questions, G. It's got to be give and take. Name some fights. Name some shit. I'm going to say the one fight. Where the fight's at? Where the fight's at, man? We got another one with Tristan. Another casual. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't see what I'm on. Name the fights. Tristan Kenny. 9077. I'm talking directly to you. If you are trying to advocate that a guy is a runner, you should be able to name the fights, Tristan. Name me some fights. De Los Santos is not going to cut it, bro. He had 4 fights since then. What kind of boxing are you watching? Do you watch boxing? Are you hearing what I'm saying? Name me the fights. I need the fights, bro. I need the fights. I need the fights. So again, furthermore, I never seen a Shakur fight to the Teo fight. The one that he dominated him right in front of him where he didn't run. So again, Barry, how do you know if he's a runner if you never watched him fight? Genius. See what I mean? See? You're not even a good troll, bro. You watch one fight and you determine that he was a runner. The fight that he cooked somebody, you see your boxing knowledge just suck, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, Marcus, you couldn't be more right. He ain't watched none. He watched one fight. Go watch Josh Padley if you want to see a TKO. Barry, you must have fight good talking about you ain't impressed. We don't care what people don't pay for boxing is impressed with. You don't count. How you speaking on something you don't support? You don't even support the sport. How the hell did you find the channel, bro? Silly goose, man. And with that, man, I just made my example, bro. These dudes do all this talking. They do all this talking and can't. Tristan, don't get blocked on the way out, man, because I'll pack you right up. I'll pack you up. You ain't answering my questions, genius, smart guy. I ain't defending them. I'm just exposing you. If defending them is asking you a question, you're in here, you and Barry Kicks in here trying to say that somebody's a runner. Y'all two combined can't name more than one fight. Y'all both saying the same shit. De Los Santos. He got 24 other fights. Smart guy. Name me the fighters where he ran. Just name the fights. Don't type nothing else. Just type the fights. Type the fights. Same way you type De Los Santos, type the fights. Nah, not like you though. We don't need boxing. Don't need people like you. You don't support it. Casuals support the sport. Casuals be at the fights. Casuals be at the fights. You just admitted to everybody that you steal the fights. You steal the fights. Nah, your opinion. Nah, I expose you. Nah, I can expose you. Your opinion is invalid. Your opinion is not based on what you're seeing in the ring. Your opinion is based on one fight. Then you got a terrible opinion. How do you determine somebody is a great fighter, right? You don't look at one fight and be like, yeah, he's great. That's all I need to see is one fight. I'm making a point. You don't see a knockout artist. A knockout artist is a guy that builds a reputation for knocking guys out consistently, right? Right? So a guy that's a runner is going to be a guy that's known for running consistently, right? Not just one fight, right? A guy that's a loser got to lose more than one fight to be considered a loser per se, right? You get what I'm saying? You don't just one fight and that's who you are. Like you're not making sense. I'm trying to get y'all to learn some boxing, bro. Nah, he didn't run. No, he did. He did not ran in the De Los Santos fight. What did De Los Santos do, smart guy? What did he do in the fight? Man, these dudes weird, man. I'm telling you, Shawar, they down bad. They moved the goalpost. They said he a runner. They still ain't named more than one fight. Between the two of them, it's two goofies. They ain't named the fight yet. And I'm saying goofy because y'all just talking shit with no truth, man. Y'all gotta take y'all gotta go study some boxing, man. Go watch boxing, man. Go watch y'all some boxing. Shout out to my baby girl, the queen, Miss Just Do. Man, my girl, you love toe to toe. Well, go watch Bare Knuckle Brawls. Go watch Rock'em Sock'em Robots. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the queen, Miss Just Do. You know what I mean? Conor Ben drops this young man. He got to get in the ring with him first. He got to be able to hit him to be able to drop him, man. Conor Ben getting his ass cooked. He started boxing too late. Shakur going to cook him. He going to be embarrassed, and he going to be shaking his hand at the end, bro. You know what I'm saying? Santos, the only fight you can say Shakur ran. Not name any other fights. And not even that fight. I'm not even going with that. Hey, Reef, I don't know if you watched it recently. Go watch it again. You know what I'm saying? Go watch it again. I'm telling you, because I looked and I'm like, did he move excessively? Yeah, but you in there with one hand and you faking the dude out. And I'm like, and then it was times where he backed him up. And I was like, yeah, he bluffing this dude. He bluffed to a victory and beat him. You know what I'm saying? So I still ain't giving him that. Running narrative has just always been a narrative. You get me? But I'm with Reef. You my guy. I'm with you. If it's one fight, I'll give them that one, Reef. I'll give them that one. But they can't name another fight. That's why I told dude I'm not going to look up a fight when I know that's the one fight you said. You got to name another fight. Then the other guy said, the guy that started the runner narrative admits that he never seen no fight but Teo fight. The one fight where he cooked him and didn't run. Make it make sense. You telling me I'm exposing your lack of boxing knowledge and the fact that you don't even support the sport. Nah, you Tristan, I thought you was solid, but you turned weird at the end of the stream, man. You got weird. You turned into one of them because you tried to jump in something that wasn't even for you. You tried it though. You tried it. Nice try, man. Conor, go ahead, get that man, get in there, get in the ring with Core at 47 with a rehydration clause and get cooked. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get cooked. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get cooked. You know what I mean? I'd like to see Conor get his ass beat. So, Shakur said he wants to smoke same clause Conor had because Conor will drop him. You mean just like Conor knew Chris Eubank could drop him, so he put the clause on him twice after saying he'll fight him at any weight. He don't care about no clauses, no nothing. Yeah, make it make sense. Nah, Shakur just playing chess. It was cool when you doing it, but it ain't gonna be cool when I do it. That's what let you know that. So you ain't talking about You ain't talking about nothing. OT Bizzle, my dog, was good with it, Brody. How you feeling, my guy? Same reason why Shakur asks for the same thing, because he know Conor will drop him. How old are you talking like that? How old are you, fam? He said it because Conor asked put one on Chris Eubank, and Chris Eubank was drained to capacity, and it was cool for him to do it not once, but twice. He got beat in the fight that really mattered. That second one, that man was a shell of himself. The first one is the one that really mattered. That was the real war. And Conor did what in that second fight? He boxed. He come in there and box against Shakur, he gonna get cooked. He boxed Chris Eubank in that second fight. I seen all I need to know. Shakur beat the hell out of that dude, man. Yeah, outboxed the hell out of Conor Ben, bro. Conor Ben only shot at beating Shakur is stopping him. He won't win on the cards. He won't win by outboxing him. He'll have to rough Shakur up and knock him out. Could he do it? It's possible. He's physically strong. He hit hard. At 147, I believe that's where he was his strongest. So anything could happen. Shakur ain't no 47-pounder. He ain't Superman. He ain't invincible. Let me say all this stuff just to make y'all feel better, right? He can lose too. But Conor Ben is going to have to earn it, is what I'm telling you. His defense is not nowhere near on par. Offensively, he's not what he think he is. He's strong, but his delivery system is a little trash. If he don't bully Shakur physically, he going to get took to school and he going to be whiffing that air all night. I've seen fights like that play out before. It's going one or two ways. Either that's going to be too much weight for Shakur and it's going to show and he ain't going to look good and Conor going to be having his way bullying him and he going to have to just try to fight him off him. Or Conor Ben is going to get embarrassed and outboxed because of those big stupid punches that he's banking on landing. They're not going to land. It's going one or two ways. I'm not a one-sided guy. I could see it the other way, but Conor Ben gonna have to work. He gonna have to be physically imposing, right? He gonna have to muscle Shakur around and have his way with him. If you can knock him off his square, knock him off balance, force him to think faster than he's willing to, right? Then he's ready to. Don't allow him to sit there and think. Then maybe you could create some openings and some issues for Shakur. Maybe you force a mistake and you create the opening for the shot that you're looking to land and you knock him out. But that's less likely to happen. I'm telling you that. That's an elite level guy. It's not going to be easy to just get in there and knock him out because you strong. Telling you, bro, if that was the case, Teofimo probably would have just gotten there and did what he wanted to do, right? I'm telling you, it's not that easy, man. Shakur ain't no easy guy to deal with for nobody. The best bet Conor got, like I said, is to try to swarm him, overwhelm him, be physically strong, rough him up, shit like that. Then maybe you could create the issues. But if you're going to play chess with him, you're going to get cooked. And Conor Ben, last fight we seen, he was boxing. Do that shit with Shakur, and I bet you he get outboxed and embarrassed for 12 rounds. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. Conor Ben, accept the rehydration clause and get beat up like your daddy used to. You did? I'm not even reading that. Y'all hit that like button, man. Hit the like button, sub to the channel, man. We had another dope build in the book. We still got 60 people here. I appreciate all the support. Everybody that rocked out. Sold out core is giving him hell. He sold out Saturday, him and Tio, respectfully, and everybody else on the card. It was a good card for boxing. Boxing delivered, and we showed up and showed out. Shout out to everybody that physically bought a ticket, that went out to the fight and was part of that 21K. Shout out to everybody that bought the fight on pay-per-view and supported boxing. That's what we need, man. When they give us great fights and great cards, we need to support them. Of course, selling out in his first pay-per-view is dope. Shout out to Elijah. What's good, bro? We're going to get into some more stuff with Keyshawn and what Roy had to say about him tomorrow for sure. Teofimo got some changes to make in his corner. Will he make them? It remains to be seen. But Core went from sold out, and he went from like what they had him, I think number 8 or something in the pound for pound till they moved him up to number 3. So he jumped up some spots. He gonna be giving people hell. Look, he got some options at 140, even at 35. They're not as appealing without him having a WBC title. So the hell with Mauricio and them. They try to stick him for 100K after he just fought, defended his title, paid him. Then they try to get money for a belt that he didn't even fight for nor defend on Saturday. I don't agree with that. It's their rules, so they make them up as they go along. I just think it's nasty work to not even get a man some time to decide who he was going to fight, defend his belt against. It goes to show you that it's not about the fighters, it's about the money. They all about money. Money talks and bullshit runs a marathon. Y'all know how it goes. So with that, man, that's my time for today. Appreciate, like I said, everybody that rocked out. Hit the like button if you haven't. Double tap the screen if you're on the vertical side. We live on both sides, man. Y'all know how we do, man. Court put itself in rare company. 25th boxer to win in 4 different weight classes, man. I think that's special company. I think he's showing you more and more what kind of fighter he is. And I think as he get the opportunities, he going to continue to show it, you know? So we're going to see. Dog Bone, what it do? Integrity Pod said Mauricio didn't do that to Canelo, right? That's what Chris Mannix said. As a matter of fact, Integrity, a guy he put in, he gave out interim title belts. You know what I mean? It helped Canelo dip and dodge Benavidez because at the end of the day, as long as Canelo fought, he for his title, he got paid. So Canelo losing to David Benavidez doesn't necessarily benefit his bottom line, if you get where I'm going, right? It makes more business sense to keep Canelo, who's one of the biggest names and stars in the sport of boxing, one of the biggest draws. You keep him in the driver's seat fighting for our belt, because each time you get the 3% or whatever percentage you get from a Canelo bag, I'm pretty sure that's a substantial amount of money, right? So it made more business sense for them to keep Canelo winning until Crawford had to come pry that belt about his hands and all of them belts. And then you see what they really thought about Crawford. It was all about money. Try to extort him the same way they doing with Shakur Stevenson. He wasn't beat for it. He stood on business, and they stripped him. And now he retired without paying him that extortion fee. He get the last laugh. Shakur just got stripped today, but he's a champion now at 140. He can figure out if he wants to chase unifications or other big meaningful fights up there at 40, or he can go back down to 35 and get his title back. Whatever he does, he has options. I think, sky's the limit for Youngin, man. As long as he stay locked in and focused, training, motivated like he is, it's going to be really hard to beat him. Nobody's invincible. Nobody's unbeatable. anybody can lose on any given night. It's boxing. But one thing I think Shakur Stevenson has shown me from 126 all the way even up to 140 now is that wherever he lay his hat, wherever division he's campaigning in, he's going to be one of the top guys, one of the best fighters there. And you get him the fights, he's going to be a champion there. He could be a champion at whatever weight class I think he campaign or fighting. And he's shown that thus far, 26, 30, 35, 40. Now we're going to see what he do next. Shout out to Big Dog Willie, man. Just Do Boxing. Did you know you're ducking Devin? Yeah, we duck. I'm ducking him. Cord ducking him. Keyshawn ducking him. Big Dog. Yo, we all ducking him, bro. It's crazy how we all ducking Devin like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why Dev can't be great, because we all ducking.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Big shout out to Big Dog Willie. And shout out to my baby girl being a member for 38 long months. Appreciate you. Much love to my baby girl.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
I'll say this while we wrap up, bro. Y'all Devin Haney fans need to rethink calling everybody a duck. Devin Haney need opponents, victims, whatever y'all want to call them. He need people to fight. It's going to be hard for them fights to be put together if y'all going to push the same duck narrative, right? It's going to look crazy. It's going to be messy. It's going to be the same shit it was at 35. So you want guys like Keyshawn calling him out after his fights. It gives y'all validity that Devin Haney's a big name. You want guys like Shakur Stevenson to explore possibilities of fighting him up at 47, whether it's a clause or not. You want names like that to be speaking his name, because he's going to need to solidify himself. He's only, 27? He still got the world in front of him, too. He got his career in front of him. He's very accomplished, young, successful guy, man. He need big names, too. It ain't over for him after he beat Brian Norman. He going to have to do that again. You know how boxing is. They want to see how long you can keep doing it. So, yeah, ain't no running through 47 with ease. It's going to be politics, some more shit, and some tricky fights, especially if the wrong guys from 140 go up to 147. You're going to see something. You're going to see something. It's going to get interesting up there, man. It's going to get interesting. And yeah, I be trying not to complain. I give Inoue his respect, but I ain't putting him over Core, because if you put Monster Inoue and Shakur Stevenson in the same weight class, he'll cook Monster Inoue respectfully, in my opinion. I just think it's levels. I think Shakur is just a different breed, different caliber of fighter. Monster Inoue, for the small guys, though, he holding it down. He arguably a generational talent. You know what I'm saying? He holding it down. He's tough to deal with as well. But put them two in the same weight class. I ain't putting hair grease. I don't agree with it either, but I get it, because he's very accomplished. So I let it ride. That best stay away from Shakur. I'm just saying, because you won't be able to outbox Shakur. Hey, Marcus, I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. I don't think we're gonna talk about that too, Shawa, tomorrow. Devin gunning for 54 pounders, but they crying because they wanted a dude that was just that lightweight to jump up to 47. And remember, Shawa, his dad said they could fight at 54 right now. Remember, they said it. You know what I'm saying? They said it. Trying to tell us something, huh? Trying to tell us something. Okay, Debo. We know why they call you Debo, though. We're going to talk about all that tomorrow, man. We got some more TO. We're going to cover the Roy Jones joint, too, y'all. So, again, appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the support, everybody that rocked out to the end of the show. You'll be on the road, man. You hope to catch you. Safe travels on that road, too, man. Safe travels. Big head, man. You know, Rome, what it do, man? Number one. Putting him over Usyk. Number 3 is Inspired Love anyway, but most of the champs he beat were former and past prime, and just the smaller guys and skill for skill. I got Shakur over him, Rome, respectfully, but much love to anyway. But Core moving up at 3 is what's up. You know what I mean? He making his way, bro, and they can't stop him. Lance, my dog. So we still got 60 people in here. If you did not, hit the like button. Make sure you do. If you're on the vertical side, double tap the screen. Hit that like, sub to the channel. Make sure everybody that's in here, turn your notifications on. We'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. to build on this boxing like we always do, y'all. So with that, we're going to get up out of here, y'all. Peace to the fan. BJ, say we'll wait till you get to 47. You know, I told you Pop said they're going to stay 2 weight classes away, and they got brave again. You get me? They got brave, but we're going to talk about more of that tomorrow, bro. Don't worry. I got y'all, man. But again, enjoy the rest of this Wednesday, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Peace.
Representing Brick City, Shakur!
Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination. It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing, a masterclass.
And Shakur meeting him with a straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're gonna give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Just